Needs a 1-on-4. Needs to show us just what this AWP can do from him. And the CT side of play is no one giving me any sort of a chance just yet. That Iceman as well. Execution through the smoke. And what a round from the CTs there. They just swing right back. And that felt like a 777 round from the very beginning as well. The fact that there was no one on the site itself defending it, they were more focused towards mid-donuts. That's where they struck. An absolutely beautiful multi-kill as well from the CTs defending it. And again, they're going for the same setup again. So for 777, they're walking straight into this trap. Smokes are going to do through as well, so it's a full-on commitment early on here. But look at this, Iceman looks to put an end to it before he can even get started. One kill found, look at the trade, but the CT side, they keep on piling bodies. One man has gone down, at least the weapon picked up now, so all three T-side of players are geared. Now they need to get a few more, because they can't clear Winter without at least one of them going down. And Harry's position has managed to get a few rotates away from that B site. So his teammate might have a chance. Alka's now clearing out, and now he's all alone as well. As 10-5 have looks to be more and more likely. But Alka's going to have to drop, and oh, that's the bomb plant as well, and Iceman, he's going to realize exactly what's happening here. Easy swing as Alka walks into his AK spray. And that is going to be leaving us with a 10-5 half here. How's that team unique? A fairly good CT side, and overall quite dominant as well. They were in control of basically the entire half, it felt like. 777, the rounds they did win, they were convincing, sure. But after that, it was... Well, besides that, really, it wasn't anything to scoff at. They were kind of just walking into the CTs one at a time. As we head into our second half, 777 now on the CT side have a chance to get an early start as well. We'll see if they can't do so. Well, close by. Reader, his dual Retas, the $300 weapons, but nope. Zero, nada, nothing found. Is that the rest of the CT side need to get away with this somehow, but it could be this player in short as well as Harry's got one. Now but lost control over at the bomb side. They know, look at this, the push into CT. The bomb has been lost as well. T side though, they don't care. And that is a round of holding W. That is a W holding round from spawn to finish as T side run through the defense. They don't even care. They did not care. So, CT side not at the start they were hoping for here. Instead, we are looking for them to come back here again. Here's that Molotov lineup. I think that's a bit off, but still does the trick in mid. Same as ever. You see, Soro kind of being given the chance to look for whatever he can find here. Now into mid as well. That's got to be a bit of a quicker play towards that A site. I don't think the CTs are going to be ready for this unless Arcus does spot Winter here. That will give them the idea, but it's now spotted one on the other side, so need to be quick about this one. What can they do here? Into B they go. Or A, excuse me, but whatever the site is, it doesn't really matter apparently. As the entries have been found, the CTs left to retake. In a bit of an awkward position overall here for the 777 side as well. Get a Galil with a 2K. And now Mickey as well, a third one on the Galil. Okay, so there now is a chance, or at least a chance brought into this round. A flashbang, perfect, and a kill as well. Zoro still dancing, but he's got to be taken away. And 777. They managed to immediately reset Unique. I was thinking that round was going to be a done deal, but no, they just kept on going forward. Even when it seemed like a hopeless round, they went for the retake. And one kill after another. 5 turns to 6, 777. They basically put that unique side in a bit of a bad position. So where does this go next here for this unique side? That's the question. They have Eagle Lil. As we saw in Dust 2, the previous map as well, they kept on very much forcing into these rounds. Even if it felt like they didn't have enough, they still did. 1 or 2 AKs was enough in a lot of those cases, and here as well now, though, T-side making a move towards that B-bomb. So Marcellus, he's waiting. Pulling his way as well. Now wait as long as he possibly can, and then smoke that off, because the T-side, they are on the other side and ready to try and pounce the bomb side itself, and here they come. Galil needs to get a multi, but nope, the back dead gets the first. CTs, though, they've got multiple players on the bomb side, and they are doing exactly what they need to, read over a few zone. Trades are there, but in the end, it seems like it's all for loss and all for nothing. With the CTs coming through the smokes and finding themselves the bomb side, retaking it, denying a bomb plant as well. On Team Unique now. Nothing but pistols headed into this one. There as well. Viggo, one of the other players we have taken this alongside Groose, Shazi, Mark and Retro. That is available on the 3D trainer or aim trainer. If you don't want to check that out and try and beat their scores, you can. Well, T-side, let's see what they can do here. Nade going through, that's got to be doing a bit of damage as well. Smiley down to 54. And with the MP9 close by, you know how this goes. The story of the MP9 against the unarmored players apparently ends with a deagle bullet between the eyes of Hari. Surprise and a half, but into the next portion of the round with the CTs. They try and get a bit of information. I like this, but on this T side, they're looking to take away map control, which rather they have at least gotten information out of that one. But still so to make his way out towards that A site now. That's the idea of where Akis is, but Game 4 has the aim and the multiple rounds as well to back it up. So, last two headed towards that B side where boost awaits them, and this bit of an unconventional boost, but definitely one that can pay you off as long as you don't get overwhelmed. Considering there's only 2 T-side players, I don't think there's a threat of that happening either. Now just one, and it should be done. There you go. A few more kills for Reader. 13 on the board for him, and 8 on the board for 777. CC side, let's see, can they get themselves more on the board? As now, here's the real test of the half, I'd say. Mid is going to be contested by the CT side, and, well, even if Akis had to go through the flames, he's got one. Well, his teammates on the A side have got another one, so suddenly 2-man advantage. Opting into the feed with his AWP as well. Marcelli is a bit quiet this map so far. Here they are now. T started from 3 on 5. The CTs, they're still contesting mid. Akis is still so close by. I'm not a fan of this, because that can happen. Exactly why I would have preferred him to just play a bit further away, but it is what it is. T-side now get themselves a chance to claw their way back into this with, well, only really their aim to back it up here. Mid control has been established for Team Unique, at least in terms of utility. Well, Harry with MP9. He's got a glimpse, a leg through the smoke, something, maybe just smoke bug, who knows. Really, Winter has got to trade back at least. Now with the bomb there as well, they should have an idea. Team Unique want to finish towards that B side, but they're not still stacking. Instead, they are taking things very slow with the CT side. Let Reuter play alone here for the time being. But he's all alone now, just waiting for contact, as if that happens. That T-side should have the bomb site as well. Then if he gets a kill here or not, but apparently lines up both. That works. Another round collected for the CT side at this point. 9 on the board and only 2 to differentiate these teams. And the odds as well, they are super even. Only as well, 0.03 the difference. At this point, a few more people are starting to believe in the Norwegians here. And this as well, Ancient CT side is a bit of a beast to try and conquer. But perhaps Team Unique and the Pistols can do so. Perhaps this is the way to get themselves back into this one. Maybe not, maybe yes. We'll find out what exactly the plan is. Here they go. Showing up what they can do. The util goes in back in a 4th. Give damage, basically. It's unconfirmed damage at that point as well. Well, Hare, who has been playing very close by here a lot of rounds, so it seems like he is somewhat anticipated by the util usage of the T side as well. It was good for him to back away, but the longer the take, the more likely 777 is to rotate towards B, and you see why. They've got a 4-man stack here now. Here's that, well, final pieces of the utility, if you want us to say it that way. As they go in, they look to try and take care of the CTs here, as Reader has been completely isolated and taken down. They need to get a few more kills out of this one before the bomb goes down, because, oh no, this is not looking good. The bomb plant now even is questionable. Spray's going to try and connect, but can't find him. Smiley. Trying to assist his teammate, basically baiting his accomplice there. The PT-50 gets a kill out of that one. Oh, Smiley moves into position. This is actually a bit dangerous now. They should have an idea he could be here. He should have a lineup as well, but apparently no. There's always a chance, but that was taken away at the very last second. So to get another round of the board, and now double digits for the CT side here. You're wondering, what is this T side going to be able to do about this one? Because right now, the wall that 777 have set up here is a tough one. Like, you're not going to be able to get past this one easily. No. Now let's see if 777 can get themselves even ground, if they can level the playing field once more. Here's the... Oh! And a quick trade as well. That's an avenue now towards that B site. As Team Unique brute force their way in towards the bomb site itself. Reader next in a line to try and defend alongside of Mickey to rotate. Smoke as well now blocking him off. Maybe go for the wall bang. Maybe try and deal some damage that way, because otherwise your teammate is going to be lost in the middle of it all as the T start to trade again. Efficient in that sense. Bomb site under their control as well. Team Unique have a chance to give the open look for the lineup, but can't get the shot off in time. Quick reactions from Iceman allows for the bomb to be planted, and now 2 players are tagged down to the T side. The Reader needs to be quick about this one because he's somebody flanked in the meantime. He's not ready for it. Who would be, but he's not finding a single player so far. There's finally one at the second on ramp. He knows it. He needs to be quick about this. They're Smiley getting one. That bomb again. But where's he going to be swung from? Where's the time coming from? T side. Oh, they just know he's not on it. But no! One more. Reader makes this double. Won't tell me he's still sticking it. He's still sticking it! But will be denied. Smiley's molly and AK. It does burn him in the very end. But again, it's way too close. It's 777. Double digits have been found, but Team Unique, they still maintain that lead now. Finally realizing we're going to be caught up too soon enough if we don't start fighting back. And that's a very Team Unique round, let's put it that way. They just brute force their way in. Worry about the rest later. Well, if they can't continue that into this one, we'll find out. CT's weapons are out yet again and on the edge of being reset. Yeah, Unique need to get themselves more around the board. Could be A bit of a repeat of that last one. Did work out rather well with the brute force style that went in. Taking the aim duel. See if that's going to be the case here as well. Perhaps, yeah, perhaps it is. Marcellus this time, though, he's a bit more passive. That also means the T-side. Look at the bow. All the way now up the ramp and in the side itself already. Flashbangs are good enough. As no chance for Ruder to fight back in that one either. Oh, Marcellus as well with a missed up shot, but not the second. Still more pressuring that position. As T-side take away control from the CTs here. Team Unique. They look to be cruising to 13. Harry's not even been tested in the round. They've completely avoided him, and Team Unique, what a round again. They don't even care about the other parts of the map. They just go in wherever they feel like it, and there was nothing 777 could have done about that. Marcellus didn't want to repeat of the last round, playing it a bit more passive instead. But the round, they just catch them off guard on the B side itself. Two players left to save, at least we'll be able to do so. That's a 13 for Team Unique, and now they are fighting back, and the odds very quickly from even to not so even. Begin to wonder what else can the CT side do here. As this one is probably not going to go their way. If you do just think about it. Was there not an AWP saved by Harry? I'm just making things up, I think I am. The only thing he saved was a 5-7 apparently, so... In this round, the real chances that they have are, yeah, not so real. A bit of work of fiction by the T side. Again, attacking the B-bomb site. Smoke is down with the CTs as well. If you look at the position the CTs are in, they've got a quick backstab on this. Could be a chance to deal a lot of damage, but eventually for Sorrow, Harry position reveal and positions from the CT side as well taken away by force. One more down, and here's one more. It's clean sweep from them. Team Unique. They keep it rather clean as well. And right now, they are looking fantastic as well. CT economy being as fragile if it is, if they lose this round as a force blind, the next one that's map at a match point as well. Reminder, the loser of this match will be out of the tournament, while the winner will head to a fresh stage, the main stage as well. But there's got to be 8 new teams waiting for you guys alongside the 7 others that have qualified. So, I think it's going to be a bit interesting here to see how they do pan out. But 7. Let's see if they can manage to win this round as they should. They need to. They don't want to have the chance in the next round, but... Oh, Sorrow position. In from Donut to kill a quick as that. Nicky head now turns into a Donut. Look at this. Oh, okay. A lot of damage. Delphin have also got a man close by. As Marcellus is doing so much damage again. So much work here by the CT. So heavy lifting is to be done by these plays. Horror as well with another HP remaining of the last 2 is basically nothing. Sorrow down to half HP now to 1-on-2. They know he was in Donut. They're not sure if he has managed to sneak away. Instead, a chance to stay his ground. He's got the time if he walks out. That's what it's looking at. That's what's looking here. Sorrow. Oh, wait. No. Oh, no. No. Oh, come on. What? Oh, no. Oh, no. Come on. Oh. Look at this. He had it. That was on him. That was on him. Oh, my God. That's 11. For 777 now. So they win a need round as well. At that point gives them a chance to fight back, but Unique, they don't really feel too good about that one. And I can assure you Sorrow doesn't feel either. I would assume his name gives us a good indication of his mindset as of now, but look at it. He's taking fights. A play out of Unique's book as well, going deep in towards that the rampant position. A lot of flashbangs to support Arcus, but they're losing so much map control here and losing that utility. They can't fight back here. They need to get some sort of a miracle delivered by one of these players. It could be Marcelius. But still, Team Unique, they are surrounding that B site. Damage has got to be dealt here again. But the position of Winter is what really matters. You can find something here, because Marcelius, he's no Winter now, but no, bomb dropped as well, down to 2-on-1 suddenly. As CT aggression is never ending, bombs dropped over in Iceman. Look behind a Molotov at this point as well. CT is able to make rotations thanks to the said Molotov. Well, nice man. The 1-on-2 with 20 seconds. Does he have... Yeah, has time to make the run here. And yeah, he's got to go all the way to A. He's going to have a chance to win the round here. As a Molly has a smoke as well now, both deployed. Bomb is able to go down, but CT side need to work together here. Need to have that trade set up, most likely. Because if not, Iceman, he's going to have them dead to rights. Playing close by, no flashbangs, no util, but they go through the smoke with the timing found. 1 kill and damage! Get 1 shot needed onto the man as well as Iceman. Jump spotting for the defuse is not there. Starts to realize, but 1 bullet could decide it. Time though, time is the issue. And no, the time! Oh, the timing itself as well, Iceman. Sixth Sense begins to tingle, turns to his left and finds the 15 on the board. As that's going to be Team Unique now. Map match and series point for them. And the odds, oh no, there again, skyrocketing on all the way to 20. And here we go, 777, their last chance. Fight back in this match here now. If they can do her again, very aggressive in this position. The entirety of the CT side right now. Absolutely breaking his legs there, that nade, crippling him down to half HP. Team Unique again, approach towards that B site seems to be the likely cause, but Soro, he's the catalyst here. If he gets any kills, if he gets fed any CTs, that's when the play's going to be revealed. So at that point, if it does come to it, things are going to be looking a bit tough here for them. There they go, Marcelius catching a glimpse. That's going to be enough now. T-side. They want to go towards the bomb site. 4-man stack awaits them. Again, the big play here is from Soro later on, so we'll get to it in a second. But the spray from Iceman. He's taking those players through the wall if he has to. Mag 7 to try and respond with a few kills, but only 1 so far. Spotted the second Winter. AK in hand, and he's taken the round as well. He's taken the map. Team Unique, they come back into this one. Their T side, it takes a while to wake them up, but they have managed to close things out in a 2-1 fashion. So that ends that one. And we'll be left with Team Unique making it the next stage at 777. Unfortunately for them, this is at the end of their road. And well, this is the end for me as well here. We've got another match coming through though. So do not worry, we have Eternal Fire taking on Gamer Legion. And that's well the exact same as this one. A winner goes through, a loser is out, nothing else for them. And that is going to be a bit of a banger, Eternal Fire. They haven't really been showing us too much recently. Their last few matches, they, well, played a bit shaky, let's be honest. And Gamer Legion, haven't had a chance to watch them, but I know the individuals, they're absolutely fantastic as well. The recent pickups of Isaac and IM. Maybe they can deliver, but I'm going to lead that, all of that to Hayes to analyze for you guys, and we'll be going to a bit of a break. When we come back in about 5-10 minutes, we'll be back with our final match of the day. But until then, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and peace out.
unnecessary defeats. I'm talking about the defeats where you know you're better, you know you're winning, until I should have been more focused. No. Scratch all the excuses and focus on the next game. And this time, awaken the GOAT in you. Oh my God, he's got all four!
I like this one.
Reading. What is that? Oh, movement. That one was okay. Bad.
Quite like this one. Probably going to take me a second. So I think each of them have like a different gravity, different movement speed. Collisions are on, interestingly enough.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the Pinnacle Fall Series Regional Swiss Stage. We are here with the final game of the day, the final game of the week, and the final game of the Regional Swiss Stage itself. There is one spot left remaining in the main event next week, and it's going to be determined right here between Eternal Fire and Gamer Legion, locking horns. There's been 7 teams that have gone through this Regional Swiss Stage, and there is only one spot, like I said, left remaining. And well, we're going to be figuring out who that spot's going to be going to. We get a look at the way that the table stands right now, the way that things have played out up until this point. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of gone as expected for the most part. I'd say AAB and Esports Club Kyiv, maybe 2 teams that have done really well to get themselves in. You know, a couple names like Onyx, Illumina, 777, finding themselves on the bottom end of the table and won't be featuring in our main event. So yeah, we're seeing exactly how next week's main event will be taking shape. Right here, though, it is going to be the matchup between the majority Swedish squad, a couple other nationalities in the mix as well, and then the Turkish team along with the player from Jordan, Issa. Eternal Fire and Gamer Legion. You got 1.8 odds for the favorites Eternal Fire, but of course very close odds as we expected in a matchup like this, where you got 2 teams that are incredibly closely contested. So Eternal Fire, familiarizing ourselves with the Turkish super team as it was, led by Zantares, formerly a part of Big, learnt a lot from his previous IGLs, of course, playing under Tabson there. Woxic also played under Carrigan and Cloud9, and he's had a lot of experience, not Carrigan, rather, in Mouse Sports, and he played under Alex in Cloud9. You got Calixy Moore and Issa to round it out, so a super strong team, just so much potential. Maybe taking them a bit longer to realize than what they would like, but we know what they're capable of. Let's shift into the Gamer Legion team, and we can see their beautiful faces. Rusty, the IGL, he's looking really comfortable. You can see because this team's been together for a decent amount of time now, they're really bought into the system that he's got, and everybody's got a really good understanding of, you know, what they're supposed to contribute and how they're supposed to perform, you know, to make it work for the entirety of the team. Era, just such an exciting prospect on the AWP, and then Zero, Eam, and Isaac. Isaac, quite a young prospect from the Swedish scene. I think he might be 18 years old kind of thing. So there we go. We have the familiar faces. And now we're going to be jumping into the veto. So we get to see the maps that we will have in the series between these 2 teams. Ancients taken out by Eternal Fire. No surprise there. They do not have one recorded map in the past 3 months on Ancients itself. Dust 2 removed by Gamer Legion, also their permabans. So yeah, no prizes for guessing what the permabans were going to be. Nuke and Mirage, the first 2 maps of the series. So we got the super structured, methodical Nuke, and then followed by the Puggy style of Mirage. And then Overpass, which can actually be a bit of an amalgamation of the 2, will be the decider for the series. So Nuke, Mirage, and Overpass, the 3 maps that we're going to have here. Now, you know, looking at the maps now that we know, and we know where we're going to be heading, like what sort of direction it's going to be, I think that Nuke is actually, even though Gamer Legion haven't had phenomenal results on the map lately, it's a map that they're generally quite comfortable on. I guess they've had a bit of a tough run of form on the map as of late, but, you know, on a good day, they're really strong on the map, man. Like, they took Fiend to overtime, beat Saw, beat Movistar Riders. Yeah, so they've had some decent results. Like I said, lately have been a bit rough. I mean, they only lost 16-12 to 1 win on the map yesterday, and we know that 1 win are very strong on Nuke. So yeah, definitely something to keep in mind. Yeah, looking forward to it. I think it's a nice balanced map pool that we got between these 2 teams, and it should be exciting. We do have some more information for you guys, and that is how to participate in our partners 3D Aim Trainer competition. So first off, you download the 3D Aim Trainer from the Steam store. It's free, as it says on the graphic, and from there, you complete the flicking assessment, which is one of the variations of that they've got on the 3D Aim Trainer itself. You complete the flick assessment, take a screenshot of your results, and then post that screenshot with your nickname along with the hashtag 3D Aim Trainer, and that will then get you involved into the competition. If you place in the top 3 of the competition, you then win yourself a share of 500 euros worth of Razer gaming gear. So phenomenal initiative here, courtesy of our partners 3D Aim Trainer, and definitely something to get involved in. There's actually, you know, a bunch of different things you can do with the 3D Aim Trainer. You can make sure you emulate the game that you want to train for as well, whether it's, you know, Counter-Strike, for example, or Valorant, for example. You just get it like a direct emulation and simulation of it, so it transitions between the 2 smoothly, and it's a great way to practice your aim and all the rest. So yeah, definitely check it out. Shouldn't be too long now before we actually get into the matchup. Welcome, everybody. As I said, the last game of the regional Swiss stage. We have 7 of the 8 teams determined who have qualified for that main event next weekend. Of course, here in the regional Swiss stage was 16 teams in total and 8 spots available in that main event. The 8 teams who qualify for that main event will then be joined by 12 teams invited. And that list has already been released privately. And I can say it is a straight fire list. There are amazing teams across the board coming through on the invited side of things. So definitely clear your calendars for next week and join us for the Counter-Strike in the main event, because it's certainly going to be a spectacle to behold. And $68,000 also up for grabs, by the way, in the Pinnacle Fall Series, as is the case with the Pinnacle Fall Series. Huge prize pool every single month. It's just so much exciting entertainment throughout, across the board, sort of in consistent periods as well. It's not like it comes and goes type of thing. It's reliable for the teams as well. An opportunity for these teams, some of the lesser known teams, some of the teams are trying to break into the tier 1 and the tier 2 scene to showcase what they're capable of and the potential that they've got. Even some teams that maybe don't have orgs, they can play these competitions and then show potential employers what they're capable of. So without further ado, we are going to be transitioning into the pistol round here on Nuke. It is Eternal Fire's map pick up first, and Mirage is going to be the next map. And when you look at the players on Eternal Fire, you think Mirage would be a strength of theirs, but they haven't had desirable results on the map lately. They've been getting close, but losing it out more often than not. Let's see how things are going to be faring here on Nuke. Armor across the board for Game Legion, so no util, no kit. As for Eternal Fire, they got 1 molly and 1 HE grenade. So lots of armored up players here in this pistol round right now. And they're going to take contact towards Zero. Back a ramp right now. He has to try and fight his way back. Actually, somehow he's been able to get out of that area alive. It's Era who will go down first. And where do Eternal Fire go from here? It looks like Issa's just trying to force the player further back, but it's actually going to be a push all the way through heaven in towards the A bomb site. Xantara is calling the shots right now. Going to be the first player to drop down as well. And there is nobody on the A side itself. Isaac with a nice clean shot. They will find the first frag, but Xantara picks up the trade immediately afterwards. Eam tries to get away back into the site for a Eam, but it's Xantares who is just tearing everybody apart. Welcome to the Xantares peak, baby. He just doesn't give a damn. And if that's the Xantaras we're in store for here in this matchup, then my God, it is going to be such an exciting game. That's the thing about this Eternal Fire team. Like, you just look at the names on their roster. Any one of them pops off and you're going to have a hella entertaining game, man. Literally all 5. We've seen Issa, Xantares, Woxic, Emo, and Calyx all be superstar players in the past. So, yeah, it's an exciting prospect. It's all about the balance, actually, with this team, whether they'll be able to find that balance or not, I guess, is the big question. Can they make it work with 5 almost star players? I guess that's the challenge of a super team, right? And we've seen multiple variations of super teams across international Counter-Strike in the past. Most of them tend to struggle, actually. You think of the French super team from G2, almost like the first super team that sort of came into the international world of Counter-Strike, I guess, if you can think of it in terms of how they stacked up the star players. Just watching this round out with a keen eye here. Era's actually got himself in a nice position with the Desert Eagle. Clean shot down to Xantares. Man advantage in play, but he should get traded out relatively easily. He knows there's a push coming through from behind him, and he's actually able to force the issue. How much more can Era get? Emo, what's going on? Where's the communication? Era's going to finish him off with a headshot as well. Emo did not realize that was still a player in the site itself, and Gamer Legion, they're going to win the force buy back. I'm just rambling on about super teams while Eternal Fire shifted themselves into position, but they're not actually able to finish that round off. They did find the opening pick, but it all fell apart from there. Okay, Eternal Fire are going to be forcing back in response here. A couple Desert Eagles across the board. Let's see if they can do to the CTs what was just done to them. So just to finish up the point I was making about the French super team, that was sort of unveiled in 2017. That was what I remember. Shox and Kenny S were like the headline players in that team. And then I think it was NBK and Apex, and then can't remember if it was Scream in the team or Smiths or Body. But yeah, nice shot there from Issa. But that French super team was almost like the first iteration of super teams coming into like the world of Counter-Strike. 2017 kind of set things in motion. You think like FaZe coming in after that. And now we've like tried to find ways to actually stack up incredibly talented players and balance them out on a team. But then you see the likes of players who generally are underrated and undervalued, players like Stiko, who actually have such pivotal roles in teams where you create that balance. You allow for the players around you to thrive. Okay, so Eternal Fire, how are they going to thrive in this round? Couple Desert Eagles in play here still, a couple smokes as well, but they haven't been able to salvage the gun that they dropped earlier. There's a crossfire set up here as well. Era gonna end up swinging out, but my god, he actually just swings into all 4 of the remaining players. Luckily for him, Zero's gonna pick up 2 kills. He's still trying to come through mouth here. Isaac is gonna get the jump on him though. He's with barely any health to work, just won't be able to find anything. Waffle is gonna be completing the plant in the smoke. No issue completing the plants. I wonder if he could actually find a way to try and win the round. Yeah, trying to play around the smoke, but Eam just gonna end up swinging on him. Gamer Legion take a couple losses in the process, but in terms of players in the team, but they're still going to get across the line in the round here. And it's going to be a couple consecutive rounds won now by the CT side, so good work by them. Eternal Fire going to have to take an eco. Yeah, Isaac juggling the mollies forward to make sure that his teammate can get one. Oh, you love to see it, man. Great teamwork, great use of the being able to drop util. So guys, in case you didn't know, there's a promotion being run by our fantastic partners over at Pinnacle, where if you head to tape.gg/welcome and you use the sign-up code FALL21, if you bet 10 euros, you will get 10 euros right back. Easy as that. Okay, so Issa's got the hero Galil here, and Issa's already in the grave. That's just so unfortunate, but Xantara is, oh my god, charging forward with the Mac 10. Somehow been able to find 2 kills, tapping with the A1S. He actually can't find Eve. Isaac on top of the hut should have a pretty easy job cleaning up, or is he going to have one? Imor gets an AK. Unfortunately, can't adjust in time as he gets rushed down by Zero, forces the issue. Good decision making there from him. Important, he didn't have any hesitation. Okay, guys, so I mean, you heard me talking about the 3D aim trainer at the start of the stream, and if you think you can do better than the pros, which is in this case Maka, who's on our screen right now, he's in the top 0.8%. You think you can do better than him? Well, then find out and join the Beat the Pro competition. Download 3D aim tracker from the Steam store. Play the Flick competition and post a screenshot with your results on social media. You can stand a chance to win a share of 500 euros worth of Razor gear if you place in the top 3. So yeah. Big opportunity for Eternal Fire as well. Era out in the open. How is he still alive right now? My god, Issa missing a bunch of shots. The Deagle just absolutely betrays him. And now the focus is going to be shifting in towards ramp. Zero going to be the first man up. He's got support from Eam, but it's actually going to be Eam who goes down. Zero's still in the off angle here with the AK, doing some huge work for his team. He even gets further damage through the smoke onto Xantares. He was almost always going to go down there. So the fact that he's able to find 2 kills and damage before he does, yeah, that's mission successful. Eternal Fire are going to be making their way back through Squeaky Door. The question is whether they're going to try and go down vents or hit the safe bomb site. The problem is that both are covered right now, so there's no free pathway. Does look like they're just trying to take contact in towards the safe bomb site, dropping a smoke towards mouth. Isaac behind the site itself going to be the first man up. He's able to get a kill, looking for something more. He will double down. 2 double kills here for Gamer Legion in the CT side. It's going to be enough for them to secure this round. And in fact, Isaac goes one step further. He picks up a 3rd, keeps himself alive, saves the AK, and Gamer Legion starts to come to life on the CT side. Pinnacle betting odds, yeah, shifting, almost mirroring what they were at the start of the series, actually even a little bit further into Gamer Legion's favor than what they were in Eternal Fire's favor at the start of the season. I saw yesterday Woxic posted a tweet about, the team, sort of struggling and not really finding themselves. I'll quote it. He says, "We're playing bad as a team and individuals as well at some points. We will keep practicing and learn from our mistakes. I hope in the end we'll be able to find ourselves." So, that shows that there could be a bit of a negative mentality creeping in here for Eternal Fire, a bit of frustration. But I just hope that that's not the case. It still feels like it's early days with this project. And you got Issa in the mix who doesn't speak Turkish, right? Like, so that's to communicate in English with him. He's learning Turkish, so he'll get there. But that's going to certainly be impeding their progress. It just feels like there's a lot of potential here. I just hope they didn't expect things to, from the word go, everything to just work out perfectly. They're going to have to overcome some challenges for sure. The challenge in the round here is that they've only got an eco to work with, but with the max round loss bonus, at least they've been able to afford a couple upgraded pistols, some armor, and util as well. And they are going to be heading their way in towards ramp, so Zero going to be tested again. He's been pretty good so far, and he's going to be perfect. Oh my god, on cue, he gets himself a triple kill. Xantares gets the trade, but the damage has already been done. Zero's locked things down in a big way here for his team. Woxic and Xantares. The two highlight players in this Eternal Fire roster left in a 2 versus 4. And Xantares actually does a chunk of damage through the smoke. And at this point, Eternal Fire just looking for a couple of kills. Because, you look at the economy of the CT side here, it's not that much to write home about. Looks like there's going to be a bomb plant. Xantares is able to keep his teammates alive. Isaac comes through the single door looking to try and deny the plant, but he ends up just walking straight into his death. So that means the 2v4 turns into a 2v3. AK picked up by Woxic, and while he doesn't have armor, it certainly does give him a little bit more damage potential here. All of a sudden, there's actually a chance for Eternal Fire to make this round happen. Xantares is going to be the first man up. He steps out, does get a kill. He's also got information on second player's location. Oh no. Oh man, it's all falling apart. It's only the IGL Rusty left remaining with it all to do right now. And he's taking so much damage, the double peak's going to come through. Xantares and Woxic, the wombo combo, the heavy hitting duo, come alive for Eternal Fire in a massive way in that eco round. Woxic doesn't even have armor. Xantares, well, he just goes nuclear with the quad kill. And now we're going to have to see Gamer Legion taking an eco. Taking a half buy. Not even, excuse me. They're just going to, just not even going to go for like a half buy here where they level up the economy. Just really saving as much cash as they can to take into that next round. Deagle in play, 5-7 as well, but outside of that, nothing to write home about. So that's a costly round for Gamer Legion to lose, man. They it's never a great thing having your economy reset by an eco round win. In fact, it's quite devastating. You look at Isaac, I mean, he only gets $1,900 for the next round. So he's certainly going to be a bit light on cash. Oh, Issa. Oh, Issa takes a tick to the molly. That gives Rusty the information that someone's actually crossed in towards Secret, and he's going to try and capitalize on that as well. Question is if he can catch Issa with his back turn. Does he go for the knife kill? I think he should. The USP can just be so betraying when you have these situations, but he knows that he can get nice and close, and therefore that guarantees a kill. All of a sudden, 3 versus 4 rather. Era tucked in behind the box as well. Xantares will spot him up, but he doesn't actually finish the kill. Oh no, it's falling apart here for Eternal Fire. After they won an eco in the previous, it looks like they're going to be losing one in the following. It's only Woxic left remaining. Yes, he's got an AWP, a bomb, armor, smoke as well. Zero. Wow, he takes so much damage to the molly. And while he's got all these things in his favor, he's still got a really tough position to try and fight from right now. He hasn't wasted any time though. No hesitation, just rushes straight in towards the C-bomb, like punches in the digits, but he's going to lose his life to Rusty. At least he's able to put the bomb down before that, but oh my god, I was talking about how devastating the anti-eco was for Gamer Legion to lose, but Eternal Fire just give them the biggest reprieve as they drop the ball in their anti-eco. Oh, just trying, maybe just trying too many things there, spreading themselves out too thin. A couple individual, plays come through. They all get punished by the CTs. Comes a 3 versus 4. At that point, they feel forced to try and work in towards that A bomb site. Xantares, well, he does a lot of damage to area, doesn't actually finish off the kill, and that just, lets the chaos ensue. Zero and Isaac, stacked up on that A site as well. They capitalize. Enough cash for a full buy to come through Eternal Fire, largely thanks to that bomb plant. But this is a big round economically speaking for both of these teams, actually. So what's the response going to be here for Eternal Fire. Looks like it's going to be an aggressive play towards the A-bomb site. Alex leading the charge right now. Will end up losing his life to Eam. Rusty's rotated in position as well. Isaac gets to have to do anything here from the hut. Completely blinds it up. Finally, he will peer out. Gets kill, as does Era. And Woxic going to be ended up losing his life as well as Isaac just drops from above. Oh god, so the aggressive play. Eternal Fire trying to turn up the pace. They get shut down by Gamer Legion. And the Pinnacle betting odds continue to move in towards Gamer Legion's favor at this point, just with the success that they've shown here on the CT side. Eternal Fire with enough cash to invest into a couple upgraded pistols and some util as well. But surely this is going to be Gamer Legion making it 7-2. Can't afford to lose another anti-eco. That would just be, yeah, end of the world kind of scenario. Maybe that's an exaggeration, but really, that's not a position they want to find themselves in. Okay, lots of util in towards the A side, but it's just going to be a fake. They actually end up making their way in towards ramp right now. Zero only going to be good for the one kill. He's generally dealt in multis, but that's not the case now. Era going to get forced back by the flashes as well. AK on the deck. Eternal Fire, they got themselves a pretty nifty position right now. It looks like it's going to go straight down the ramp in towards that B bomb side. They have taken a couple seconds longer than, you know, sort of the opportunity had offered, because now the rotations have come through from Gamer Legion. They got one player committed to the B site itself and a second player not far away either in the secret hallways. It's all on Isaac though, and he's going to go completely unchecked. Oh, it's a devastating blow here for Eternal Fire, who thought they should be able to get this kill and control of the B site, and at least they've been able to find a couple more kills in the round here. But with only Xantarius being left alone with 8 points of health, you don't expect anything further to come through in the round. Should be an easy finishing off, and there we go. Iron will take him down. 3 players stay alive for Gamer Legion. That means they've actually got themselves a pretty healthy economic position here on the CT side. And they go up 7-2. So Eternal Fire are going to be feeling a bit of pressure here on this T side, I reckon. I mean, listen, it is their map pick and it's early days, so there's no dramatic cause for concern. But yeah, they're definitely going to be wanting to find a few more odds than what they got on the table right now. I'd say, you know, sort of, I think they'll be content with 5, but they would want more. You know, they want to be in that 6 to 7 region. And winning this gun round does still keep them in contention for making that happen, but losing it at that point, they're going to have to sort of be content with not as much to work with. An Era, well, he finds the first, and he's able to pick up the second onto Xantarius as well. Great follow-up shot there from Era, and he could even find another. No, Imor will finally put him down, but Zero's taken Calyx down towards ramp. He got aggressive all the way through into lobby. My god, he even looked like he pushed into T-spawn to get that kill, based off of where Calyx died on the minimap. Now it's all on Issa and Imor, and Issa just gets destroyed by Eam. Oh, the Romanian Heat just ends up coming through. It's only Imor left remaining. His position's been compromised. And it's going to be an 8th round for Gamer Legion, and an incredibly convincing round at that as well. I mean, that's that could send some shockwaves through Eternal Fire, because now what do they fall back on? They've tried the aggressive A hit. They've tried to sort of just take numbers outside. Errors picked them apart on that occasion. We've seen them try and fake A and hit ramp aggressively. We've seen them just go ramp straight up with numbers. None of these variations working out. At this point, I think it's just a good option to go outside, throw the full outside water smokes, like the deep smokes, you know, the C smokes, the deep garage smoke, the container smoke and the mouth smoke, and then actually just walk down into secret at that point. You know, keep one player in lobby just to deny information, but keep things simple, I guess is what I'm getting at. You know, use your flashes once you're in secret to clear off the angles towards the single and the double door. Because at that point, you're really just playing a percentage-based game on the T side, which I think is a good option to fall back on, you know, when things aren't really working out for you. Oh, God, that's a clean knife that Eam's got. Butterfly knife law. Cut me with the daddy. No, rather don't. But Eternal Fire, well, they're bleeding right now as it stands. And then the wall of smoke's looking to be obstructed here, but Era actually can't see anything on the cross right now. But Eam, straight through the smoke, will be able to find one. And this is what I was talking about. Just go for the wall of smokes outside and hope for the best. And actually, there's numbers already towards being up for Gamer Legion. They have responded so damn quickly. They're only going to be good for the one kill, though. Isaac, he could be in a really precarious position right now. And Xantares has been able to find a kill. Rusty, how did he fight his way out of this? Yeah, nice position there by Xantares. Xantares and Woxic again in another 2 versus 4. Seem familiar? Does to me. Good patience here from Eam, though. Himself and Woxic just on opposite angles right now. Who's got more discipline? Who's got more patience is the question. Eam doesn't have any reason to push at this point. He knows he's just making sure that they can't come back through Secret to wrap in towards A. Only once pressure actually comes through towards that B bomb site and maybe a plant or something like that, or, you know, the call is there, then he needs to push. But it's looking like he wants to go now, and Woxic, the patience will pay off for him. As I said, I'm not sure if he actually needed to force the issue, but Isaac, he forced the issue onto Xantares and Era. Well, just for the P250 will finish it off. So even though it looked like it might get interesting for a second, Eternal Fire still get dealt a serious blow. Look at their Pinnacle betting odds now, 2.64. So, yeah, Pinnacle actually reacting quite heavily to the fact that Eternal Fire are not looking too hot here on Nuke. Gamer Legion extinguishing the flames, as it were. Big gun round. I mean, this is almost the gun round for the half at this point for Eternal Fire, because if they lose this gun round, it could all just snowball out of control at that point. Remember, guys, they won the pistol round as well, by the way. They won the pistol, and they've won an eco. Those are the only 2 rounds Eternal Fire have won so far. What's going on, James? Oh, right, I'm not casting with DDK. Sorry. Oh, I'm not DDK. Casting with James. Mr. Bardolph, what a legend. So excited to see him at the major. Absolute beast of a caster. As is the entire talent lineup. Can we get some hype in chat for the major talent lineup? My god. Thorin, Richard Lewis, Sadokist, Sponge and Machine, Moses, Yanko. I'm so excited. I genuinely am, man. We need that major. We need that LAN with the crowd. It's going to be so good for Counter-Strike. And right now, what's good for Eternal Fire? Calix found the opening pick. Issa, oh, he will come out on top of that gunfight. Will be taking Rusty down. Era's there for the trade, but at least there's a man advantage in play here for the Turkish super team. Let's see if they can capitalize on it. They should know that Eam has to be on this A side somewhere. How much work can Eam get done is the big question right now. He's been spotted out, and now they're just trying to take his attention, and he won't be getting any of the frags. Era and Zero, the 2 players left remaining. I guess they'll have a crack at this when you look at the economy for the CTs. They've got a decent amount of money, but a 2v4 retake, is this even really in contention? Not sure if this is actually even worth it, to be honest with you. Even though they got cash, I reckon they should just call it a day. Decent amounts of weaponry, armor, kit, util, all to take into the next round, and genuinely, what are their chances of making the retake happen? At this point, maybe they can look for some kills, but yeah, looks like they're just going to be committing to taking these guns into the next round. Moore does find a kill, and Zero's actually going to go down as well, so Eternal Fire actually not able to save any of their guns. I'm surprised that they took up the post-plant positions that they did, kind of making their way towards outside instead of actually going towards CT, which is the traditional thing to do on Nuke. Look at the numbers, guys. Look at the numbers for Eternal Fire. Xantares, the captain and IGL, the star player, it seems, as well, leading from the front here with 16 kills. Nobody else has above 6 frags right now. So he is nearly triple anybody else on his team. Only Calix that denies that phenomenon. 9-3, Eternal Fire. I mean, they can still rescue this half and, you know, proverbially pull it from the flames if they can win this round here. Basically reset the CT economy, make it 9-6 potentially at that point. They're going to try and finish off with an aggressive push in towards the safe bomb site. He keeps Isaac alive, and Isaac, well, he ends up capitalizing on that. His second life has been capitalized on as Rusty even gets frag as well. Oh man, it's a full defense. Eternal Fire, they just go straight back to the super aggressive A hit, but again, Gamer Legion have been able to sustain it. They've been able to repel it. And they come out on top, winning a really important round. That's 10-3. And looking at the economy here, okay, it does look like it will be enough for Eternal Fire to invest coming into this next round, but that's going to be seriously hurting their chances. And now, Xantares does have more than triple anybody on his team. Okay, no, I can't do math. He's got triple Calix, but he's got at least triple anybody on his team. So, ridiculous. Needs his teammates to come alive here. Another timeout called. 3 of the 4 timeouts already used here by Eternal Fire. So they're taking their opportunities to discuss things. Trying to figure out what's going on wrong right now. As for Gamer Legion, they are in a supreme position as things stand. What's the response from Eternal Fire? By the way, if they lose this money, there's no money in the bank. Lose this round, rather, there's no money in the bank. So at that point, it's almost definitely going to be a 12-3. Issa does catch Error again. Error not aware of how much he's actually exposed himself on that angle. Otherwise, he's just going for a big gamble. And actually, a couple easy kills coming into the round here already for Eternal Fire. They've also found Eam getting aggressive in towards Hut. So it's the ideal start to this all-important gun round for the Turkish team. Question is how do they go about converting this one? How do they get to the finishing line? Even though it's in their sights, still a bit of work to be done. It does look like outside's going to be the name of the game here. Once again, we see the wall of smokes coming through. Whether they actually use the wall of smokes to cross into secret or not is a different conversation altogether. And in fact, Isaac, he could get caught here napping. He's going to come around the corner. Free frag for him. Isaac caught reloading. Doesn't even know that there's a threat. The A bomb site is completely vacated. And if you're Zero and Rusty, you have to save these guns. Just to ensure you got that full buy to work with heading into the next round. Because Isaac's low on cash right now. They're also going to get $1,400 when they lose this round. So it's not going to be enough to sustain a full buy if they don't have any saved guns. So yeah, important that they both stay alive, but it looks like they have to try and fight to keep themselves alive. As Eternal Fire are on the prowl. Okay, well, welcome, my Turkish brothers. I see there are an ocean of you in chat, and I know how incredibly passionate the Turkish region is about Counter-Strike, and obviously with the super team that is Eternal Fire, they always generate a lot of hype for all of their games. So welcome, guys, to the Pinnacle Fall series. Cool to see the support that you guys always bring to the table for Eternal Fire. Not performing at the level you would have hoped for, obviously, but still they're in this game. 10-4. 10-5 is a realistic scoreline as well. Let's see if they can make it happen. Give themselves sort of a fighting chance to head into that second half. As for Gamer Legion, well, they want to compound the misery here. Make it 11-4. And Error outside. He should get caught off here by Issa, and he does. Issa, he just spotted there before the smoke bloomed, so he's able to get that kill. And actually, oh my god, he is just fearless right now. Issa finally turned up and turned on. And it is just decimation. Where has this Eternal Fire been the entire half? Issa with 3 kills in the round. He says he's had enough. He just charges through aggressively outside, pushes the smoke, finds the first. I mean, that was an audacious push through the smoke initially, but he doesn't slow down from there. Just tears heads off. Great round from Issa. 10-5. Eternal Fire win 3 of the last 4 rounds of the half, just making sure that they're in a sound position. I said 5 was the bare minimum, and they do end up picking up 5, so does mean that the pistol round is still, absolutely vital. Not be all or end all, but it's really important here for the CT side. Got a flash, a smoke, Julies, and Julie's in play. And Emore's got the Julies on top of the hut right now, so looks like he's even going to have a chance to try and put these to use. Seems the Gamer Legion are going to be trying to burst their way in towards the safe bomb site. Emore has a smoke to extinguish the fire. Make sure he can keep that position focused over towards the squeaky door, but he's only going to be good for 1 kill. Zero and Eam, they find the frags. Rusty with the P2K is able to get in on the action as well. Oh, it's only Calix left remaining. This pistol round has not accomplished anything, and he will be taken down as well. Gamer Legion with an incredibly well-coordinated A hit just burst their way forward. Emore watching towards squeaky door with the Julies couldn't have the impact that he so desperately desired. And the pistol round going the way of the T side is a big blow here to Eternal Fire. It looks like they're just going to be going for an eco in response. No. The decision to come through for the full force is actually what they opt for in the end. Mac 10s across the board and an AK for 0. Gamer Legion got a big opportunity here. Win this round, it's going to be almost a guaranteed 13-5 scoreline based on the fact that it'll be an anti-eco in the next. Pretty much just against USPs. Nice deep wall of smokes coming through here from Gamer Legion, making sure that there's no chance for the CTs to try and employ a bit of shenanigans. But they're just going to be working their way in towards ramp right now, where there actually aren't any CT players. They are rotating in, but they're playing very passively, and Woxy's just watching from a distance with the scout. And unfortunately, he's going to get timinged as well. Does look like Eternal Fire have made a pretty good read here. They've actually shifted numbers down in towards the B-bomb side. In fact, got 4 of their 5 players here right now in towards Secret. Does look like Gamer Legion want to consider heading here. They're tentative right now, man. They're incredibly tentative. And it's not like they've got much information to go off of either. It's just almost like the spidey senses. Rusty's like, nah, something's going on. I don't like this. And they're going to be walking their way back through lobby in towards that A-bomb site where there's not a single soul for the Turkish team. Although, actually, as I say that, they are going back up the vent. So Eternal Fire continues to make great reads. Woxic, his patience finally pays off as he lands a tag onto Rusty. This could make things a little bit awkward or interesting in the round as players start to streamline forward right now. Pistols up close, doing a lot of damage. Oh man, it's a 3v3, but these players are low right now. Zero trying to be the hero for his team. Will get the numerical advantage back in his team's favor until Woxic does catch Rusty all the way back from spawn. A 2v2 ensues and Emor, he's going to get catch Zero off guard. It's only Era left remaining with the Mac 10. He knows Emor's coming through from Hut, but he's only got a Mac 10 up against the AK. He's never going to win that one out. Eternal Fire, they win the force by. No, man. What a way for them to fight back after losing the pistol round. Doing to Gamer Legion what was actually done to them in the first half, by the way. I mean, we saw the Turkish team winning the pistol round on their T side, and then went on to lose the second round to a force spy, and now they've been able to do the exact same thing. So I guess Lightning does strike in the same place twice. Okay, so it's going to be the full eco in response here. There's a hero AK in play on Era, but he's already been brought down to 68. Chunk of damage done to him. And what do Game Legion even do from here? I mean, it's not even like they got that many Desert Eagles, just one in play. So, you know, trying to find fights outside, it's going to be tough. Everyone's looking at Era right now saying, all right, bro, how are you going to make this one work for us? How are you going to create the space? Where are you going to find the frags? You got about 35 seconds, 40 seconds to try and make something happen before they have to make any commitments. And Xantares, it looks like he's just waiting for a timing here right now. Waiting for some sort of information cue. He has got Woxic spotting the cross, so he knows that he can't get sort of circumvented or pushed. Take their time in the round. Finally, Xantares will step out. He gets a healthy amount of information as well. Bomb's been dropped outside. Any kills here for Gamer Legion would certainly be welcome, though. On the flip side of Eternal Fire's coin, well, they want to make sure that they keep as many players alive as they possibly can. You can see they don't have any extra money in the bank right now as it stands. And they will end up cleaning up nice and easy. Only Isaac left remaining with the block in hand, and Issa will be able to clean up 11-7 as Eternal Fire starts to fight back here on their CT side. There's going to be a gun round that comes through for Game Legion. Of course, Era going to be getting the short end of the stick because he went for the hero AK in the previous. If you guys are watching and you think you can beat the pros, well then show us and join the Beat the Pro competition. Download the 3D aim from the Steam store, which is free, and play the Flick competition and post a screenshot of your results with the hashtag 3D aim trainer plus your nickname, and you will win a share of 500 euros worth of razor gear. If you place in the top 3-0, he gets himself aggressively into the smoke right now, waiting for the flash to come through. Xantares is actually able to avoid them. Now he's gotten behind the T players pushing in towards the bomb site. It's fallen apart here for Gamer Legion. They haven't been able to have that initial success, and you always need to find that first kill if you're going to be making this aggressive A-hit work. Era, though, does catch Emor napping, and he also heard Xantares drop down to the vent. Issa, if he falls, that could be problematic, but no, he's up to the task. And that frag right there just restores the big advantage in the round here for Eternal Fire. Rusty is going to be going, working his way outside right now. Guess there's some time to work with. It does look like Woxic is sort of switching between heaven and outside right now. Oh my god, I can't believe the timing. Okay, thank god for that. Woxic does actually end up just creeping forward ever so slightly, and he spots Rusty out. Easy kill in the end. Gamer Legion, they try and show Eternal Fire how the aggressive A hit is done, but they end up receiving the same treatment that they gave to Eternal Fire when they were on the CT side. So great work coming through from the Turkish team to repel that aggressive A hit, and now they're starting to look a whole lot better. Look at Xantares. He just has not slowed down for anybody or anything. Come on, Xantares. This is ridiculous. 24 kills. 24 kills in 19 rounds. The highest outside of him was team is 13 on Issa, then 10 for Emor. Only 8 kills for Woxic and 7 for Calyx. On the flip side for Gamer Legion, it's a bit more of an even kill distribution. All between 17 and 10 frags, but nobody really popping off. I guess Zero's having a good game. Is going to be the full eco here, though, for Gamer Legion, which means almost a guaranteed 11-9 scoreline, right? Surely. I mean, just Desert Eagles here. No util, no armor, and Woxic will be finding the opening pick. He's going to have to be a big factor here on the CT side as he does start to come to life here. One of his favorite guns, the Scout. Always such a fantastic player to watch with the Scout in his hand. I mean, it just seems like he's not impeded by movement like everybody else is. He's still just ridiculously accurate. Woxic's even going to be able to find himself a third in the round, just rotating himself accordingly. And Zero, well, he's got a good idea that Emor could be on top of the hut, but unfortunately for him, he doesn't clear out the correct angle first. So there we go. 11-9. Look at the Pinnacle betting odds shifting back to actually almost exactly what they were at the start of the series. In fact, a little bit more in Eternal's Fire's favor than what they were. So this is all just coming off of the success that they've been showing on the CT side so far. Winning a couple consecutive rounds here, put some pressure onto Gamer Legion. Let's see what Gamer Legion's response is going to be now on this T side. What do they fall back on? What do they fall back on from here to try and get themselves back to 20 ways? Is a big question. Oh, there's a slight gap. The slightest of gaps, and Xantares will punish that gap. Although he does also end up getting traded, but Woxic towards ramp. He continues to be an ever-present force here on the CT side. He will get aggressive and find a frag, making sure the numerical advantage is in play for his team. But Eam actually been able to get himself in a nice position here. Working outside, there's nobody to clear this. And in fact, I'm pretty sure Eternal Fire think he's gone down in towards Secret. But Issa is completely aware that he could be wrapping in towards Heaven. There is an opportunity for him to get the backstab on the ramp player, however, but Eam's not going to be interested in that. He is making his way up Heaven right now, and it is going to be an execute in towards the say bomb site. Question is, how long does Issa wait here before his focus gets shifted in towards Hut? Eam will be coming through, and Issa ready, willing, waiting, and able, and he will get that kill. Emor should finish off the frag, and he does. Oh, there we go. Eternal Fire just looking phenomenal here on the defense. All of a sudden, they've reduced the deficit to just one round, and they should be leveling up the scoreline here based off the fact that there's no money in the bank for the T side. What a great way for them to come alive. It was looking pretty dire at one stage on the CT side. If I remember correctly, I think they were down like 10-2. 9-1, 10-2 around there. So the fact they've been able to fight back in this fashion is really impressive. Gamer Legion here on their full eco is going to try and burst in towards the A bomb site. They got a bit of extra cash, they got a bit of extra util, and they've also got the Tech 9 in play. Isaac just tapping away. Oh my god, he's even going to be able to pick up the AK. He's going to find the ace. No, Calyx stops him in his tracks, but it's still not going to be in vain because Rusty finishes it off, and Gamer Legion just come to life in a massive way on their eco round, bursting in towards that A bomb site. Isaac just goes absolutely nuclear. What a sick sequence from him with the Tech 9. Finding 3, picking up the AK, finding the 4th as well. We need a Pinnacle replay of that. Giving me Olaf Meister vibes, the way that he just tore this team to shreds with this Tech 9, man. Oh my god. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay. So that's shaken things up a bit here, because that was supposed to be the easy round for Eternal Fire to level things back out at 11-11. But now they've been dealt an unexpected blow, I would say. Their money's been brought back down to earth. 12-10, lose this round, Eternal Fire. I mean, they get, what, 1,900 going into the next? I guess it's going to be enough to substantiate a buy, considering Issa and Calix's economic situation. But it's still 13-10 and lose another round. Then you got no money. 14-10 becomes 15-10. So this can snowball out of control very quickly for Eternal Fire, in fact. Losing that anti-eco round, it's going to cost them. And in fact, Eternal Fire have lost 2 anti-eco rounds here on Nuke alone. And that's certainly hampered their chances. Wall of Smoke's going to be coming through outside. Your Game Legion making their way forward with numbers, but Woxic has positioned himself in towards Secret with the AWP. Oh no! He misses the shot there onto the player who peeks out. There goes his opportunity squandered. And it does look like Game Legion are going to continue to make their way through Secret. They'll know that Woxic has to be there somewhere. So I'm actually quite interested to see as to whether they're going to be committing to Secret or not. They will know they have to use some util to force them off the angle, surely, right? There's going to be maybe the boost up here to try and spot around the wall. Going to be the low-high boost coming through. Rusty going to be the man to step out. Woxic, oh, he's quick enough, absolutely. Wouldn't expect anything less. He will get forced back, but he's baited him more into the angle. He comes good with the kill on Scheme. Now he repositions himself and he catches Isaac off guard as well. Oh my god, the crossfire is phenomenal here for Eternal Fire. I'm a bit suspect coming through from Gamer Legion's point of view, to be honest with you guys. I mean, Zero with 1 health, he's got a dream, and he will end up being taken down. But you know that the AWP is towards the secret stairs, right? I guess the obvious thing at that point is for Woxic to fall back and hold a more passive angle. Maybe there's a world in which he rotates all the way back to try and play somewhere else on the map. He does tend to do that, but even the fact that they don't even flash, try and flash him off the angle, they go for the dry peek. Like, even that's a bit disrespectful. Like, Woxic's got such sick reflexes. I think Gamer Legion probably should have tried a bit more in that round, instead of just going for the basic secret push, considering the position that they had to work with. It forced them back. They had some positional control towards outside, but that's behind them now. And there's no money in the bank for Gamer Legion here, by the way. So this is a really big round for them. There's a huge gap in the smoke here as well. Xantara is on the opposite side. There's, cross that at your peril. And in fact, Rusty, well, has to use an extra smoke. Will still be able to get across. Oh man, Era, he should see the trajectory of that smoke grenade once it does get thrown by the player from ramp. And there we go, the molly. Yeah, that gives him the information. However, Calix has fallen back immediately afterwards, or at least changed positions. So good awareness there from Calix. He's actually got support here from Issa as well. Perfectly timed. Execute going to be coming through. Isaac leads the charge, but he just leads and charges straight in towards his death. Woxic will find Eam as well. Oh my god, Gamer Legion's just being picked limb from limb right now. Now they have to try force the issue in towards ramp, and force the issue they will. Era and Zero finding 2 kills between them brings it back from a 2 versus 5 into a 2 versus 3, and Era, man, nearly found the timing onto Xantara. He's just going to tuck himself in towards T-spawn. A really nice position taken up here by Xantara. Is just making sure there's no world in which they're able to come back. But Zero's actually crept all the way through hell, back and outside. He's going to be wrapping in towards mouth. Xantara is missing a big shot there, but Era's in a really tough position right now. With only 20 seconds left on the clock, he almost has to take this fight with Xantara. As Zero desperately trying to get in towards the A-bomb site. Yeah, Era finally going to realize that he's probably going to have to go in through heaven, but the problem is he's lost his teammate. And now there's no world for him that he can win this round. He's actually just going to commit to saving the AWP. And that's going to be leaving him disjointed from the rest of the team's economy. Big round from Eternal Fire. Level up the scoreline 12-12. So even though they lose an anti-eco in the previous, they don't let that shatter their mental state. And they bring it straight back, level the score out 12-12. And now, we actually get ourselves in a position where Eternal Fire are finally in command of this game. Not only because they're ahead, or they've leveled up the scoreline on their CT side, just look at the economic situation here for both of these teams. No money in the bank for Gamer Legion. You got Era with the AWP save from the previous round, but nothing to speak of outside of that. And that's for Eternal Fire. Well, they got more than enough cash across the board to invest into a round if they lose one. So they're sitting a little bit more comfortably right now than Gamer Legion are. Woxic continuing to aggress here, as is his nature. Does miss a chance to find an opening pick. Got support here as well. Eternal Fire don't have to force the issue like this, considering it is an anti-eco, but they don't give a damn right now. Woxic going to continue to take the bait, but actually, Calyx takes a while to find that first kill. Thankfully, Woxic drops a molly, which means that the remaining players for Gamer Legion can't really do anything about the fact that Calyx is low. 4 versus 5 ensues with only 44 seconds left on the clock. Options start to dwindle here for the T side. And it does look like they're just going to try and get the job done towards the A-bomb side. I'm not joking. If I'm Era at this point, I'm probably just going back towards T-spawn to save the AWP again. Letting my teammates try and enter in towards the A-bomb side, and if they don't find the entries off the bat, then I think he should just be calling it a day. In fact, it's not going to be the case. And now, look at his money heading into this next round, guys. He's going to be having to settle for a Galil. That's why I say it might not have been the worst decision in the world to actually go just save the AWP again. I reckon James does. I reckon James saves the AWP in that position. But he's, you know, he gets memed a lot for it, and I guess it's just become a bit of a meme in general. But I think he's actually kind of revolutionized the way a lot of AWPers actually see their value on the T side and realize that there actually are alternatives to having to just, you know, barrel head first into a site. Instead of saving, it's like, oh, I'm not going to get any round loss bonus if I save here. But sometimes it's actually still more valuable to, you know, bite that bullet and take the gun into the next round. Anyway, this is the round in which Gamer Legion needs to come to life. Lose this round, it's 14-12, no money in the bank, should become 15-12, and they've only been able to win 2 rounds on this T side so far. One was the pistol, and the second was an eco round win, guys. My god, do you know, this is almost an exact replica of what we had in the first half, except with the roles reversed. Eternal Fire won the pistol round on their T side, went on to lose the next 4 rounds, won an eco round, and then went on to lose another bunch of rounds all the way to 10-2. So it is almost identical. I mean, that's insane. Both of the teams for their first 2 rounds on the T side won the pistol and then an eco. Neither of them won any of their gun rounds for the first sort of 7 or 8 rounds and a half, maybe even more. He's going to get aggressive, and he's going to find the opening pick onto 0 as well. Just absolute disdain, doesn't give a damn. Great way for Eternal Fire to start off this all-important gun round. What do Gamer Legion do from this position to try and pick up the pieces in the round? It's actually going to be a flashbang outside. That's for Xantares to try and peek out a secret in towards outside. And he sees there's nobody there with the outside smoke, so he knows that this has to be some sort of a fake. He could even catch Emir as well. Free frag. Now Gamer Legion have to force the issue in towards the safe bomb site, but they're just running into the brick wall. That is Emor. He finds himself a great double kill to shut things down. And it's only Isaac left. He's been found out as well. Eternal Fire didn't even drop a single player here on their CT side. What a sick defense coming through from them. Xantar is up to 28 kills, but the rest of his teams have come to life in a big way here. And look at the Pinnacle betting odds. My oh my, how they have shifted. 1.37 for Eternal Fire, who actually became the underdogs at one stage, obviously, once they were down 10-2. I think the odds were like 1.45 in Gamer Legion's favor at one stage. So they have been on an absolute roller coaster ride throughout this map so far. Going to be another timeout by Gamer Legion, but because they didn't find that bomb plant in the previous, they don't have enough to buy here. They could go for the force if they wanted, and it looks like that's what they're going to opt for. I'm actually quite surprised that, you know, as many teams force up in these sorts of situations as they do. Personally, I prefer the notion of like going for the save in this scenario and then playing for overtime, winning 3 consecutive rounds, because now you have to try and get the job done with a mix buy, and if you lose this, it's another mix buy in the next. You're not even guaranteed another full buy at that point. But there's obviously, you know, a couple different schools of thought you can try and employ in this sort of scenario. Okay, Game of Legion, what you got here in this massive round right here, right now. You've invested everything you've got, and it looks like they're just going to be going for the all-in. They're doubling down. They're at the poker table. They've looked at their cards that were face down on the table one more time, and they've pushed all their chips into the middle of that table, committing everything they got. And they're just hoping they got a better hand than Eternal Fire right now, but in the past couple, that has not proven to be the case, and we're going to see another XQ coming in towards the safe bomb site. Easter drops a well-timed smoke. It looks like they'll be charging straight through it. He's gone undetected on top of the rafters, be able to find the first kill. Anything further? Yeah, second as well. Even Emor's been able to find 2. Round over. It's only going to be Era to try and find a kill, but Emor and Issa have been immense on this A bomb site so far. Between the two of them, they've just had it under lock and chain. And, my God, just look at that round summary at the top of your screens right now. 2 streaks of 5 consecutive round wins here. Round win streaks, should I say, rather, for Eternal Fire. Sees them just absolutely dominating the second half. And getting themselves, as a reward, 3 map points. 3 map points. And guys, remember how massive this game is for both of these teams. The winner gets the last spot in the main event next weekend. The loser is eliminated altogether. And in this do-or-die round, Game of Legion have at least been able to find the 2 opening picks. 1 trade comes through, but the man advantage persists here for the majority Swedish squad. What do they do from here is the big question. Zantares gets spotted. Great shot there from Era. Phenomenal reaction shot there. Game of Legion, finally, this is their first gun round they're going to be winning, guys, assuming they do get across the line here. This is going to be the first gun round we see Game of Legion winning on their T side. They won the pistol round, and they won a Nico round. A bomb site completely open. Jamie just going to keep things very simple at this point. Rust has even caught Issa with his back turned. It's as easy it can be at this point. And Rusty could even finish it off. No, Emor will take him down, but just a consolation frag at this point. Emor doesn't have any health. Is he going to find the timing onto Era? Oh, this could be some trouble for Era. Actually, we'll end up taking him down. Surely there's no world in which Emor is able to win this round, right? Like, this just has to be absolutely impossible. I mean, this was a 1 versus 5. Been brought down to 19 points of health. Well, not a 1 versus 5, 1v4. What am I saying? But still, back into the 1v2. It's actually just trying to play the timing game here, waiting. Eam is holding the angle, and should just able to step into him and get the frag, and that's exactly going to be the case. Game of Legion love to see another day here on Nuke. Look at the cash though. There's so much money in the bank for Eternal Fire. They're comfortably going to be able to afford the full buy coming into this next round. And even the round, a full buy in the next, even if they lose here. And in fact, they're going to be using their last remaining timeouts as well, just to discuss the situation, talk about the way that things stand and how they want to set up their defense. You know, Game of Legion have shown a tendency to be aggressive in these past few rounds, as was the case in the previous sort of era, getting aggressive towards ramp, making plays in towards huts as well. Not afraid to try and get into the faces of Eternal Fire. So maybe they're just talking about how they want to prepare for that aggression in the early stages of the round. Okay, 2 more rounds need to be won here by Game of Legion to take this into overtime to stand a chance of closing out Eternal Fire's map pick. Otherwise, we are going to be heading to the next map of the series here, which is Mirage, with Eternal Fire ahead 1-0. And it kind of feels like they need that as well based on their recent results on the map, even though they've shown some good form. It hasn't been great right now. Game of Legion, where do they go? It's going to be Eam who drops down into the vents and a couple other players following suit. Zantares does still find the first frag of the round. Calix also shuts down one coming through single door, and he finds a significant amount of damage onto Zero as well. And Woxic catching them with guard coming through from Secret. Oh, he misses an imperative shot there. Error. He should be in the grave. Now he's going to get double peeked, and he will end up losing his life without finding any of the frags. Isaac at least does take Woxic down. He knows that Emor is there as well, but work to be done. The digits have been punched in. The C4 is activated right now. How do Eternal Fire go about making the retake happen? Zero, that nade, okay, actually, with the door closed won't be affecting him, but oh, it doesn't matter. Emor gonna finish off the round with a great double kill. Eternal Fire complete the comeback. They were down 10-2 at one stage. They only lose a further 3 rounds while they go on to win 14 of their own. A dominant performance on their CT side sees them take a 1-0 lead here on Nuke. We're going to be taking a short break. When we return, it's going to be Mirage Game Allegiance pick, and they have to fight back to stand a chance to get into that main event. Otherwise, it's going to be Eternal Fire stamping their ticket. Find out how we're going to be going after a short breather.
We all have them. We all hate them. Unnecessary defeats. I'm talking about the defeats where you know you're better. You know you're winning. Until I should have been more focused. No. Scratch all the excuses and focus on the next game. And this time, awaken the GOAT in you. Oh my God, he's got a war!
This one is harder. It's never fun to aim on boards, but if you can win these type of duels, it's very good. I like that they bring every aspect of the aim voice scenario in this program. You can clearly see that I prefer taking those above.
Okay, welcome back everybody to the Pinnacle Fall Series regional Swiss stage matchup here between Eternal Fire and Gamer Legion. We just came off the back of the first map of the series. It was picked by Eternal Fire, and it wasn't looking great. At one stage they were down 10-2. They went on to win the map 16-12, 16-13. Now we shift ourselves into Mirage, and Gamer Legion shift themselves aggressively into the B-bomb side. There's only one player here right now. It's Issa by himself, and he will be good for a kill. Woxic, the first responder, gets a frag as well. And with that, we have a man advantage in player for Eternal Fire, and it's looking like they want to continue to force the issue here. There's a player coming up from Cat as well. Probably going to be good just to wait for him to get in position. And there we go. Calyx does start to work his way forward, looking to have an impact, but none of the Gamer Legion players actually exposing himself to Catwalk right now. Xantares doesn't give a damn. He adds to his tally, and it's only Era left remaining, tapping away with the Glock. He's eventually going to take Woxic down as well. Only Calyx left, and Era's been able to identify his location. Is Era actually going to be winning this round out? Oh my god, he buries the bullet into Calyx's brain, and he gets the round in Gamer Legion's favor. Absolutely ridiculous scenes coming through from the Swedish sniper, getting the job done with the Glock. Man, oh man. Insane scenes. What a way for Gamer Legion to win the pistol round here. We need to run that one back. There was just so much going on. Great shot there from Xantares, but Era, how does he win this one out? Jumping into the open. Both Woxic and whoever that other player was with him missing so many shots. And it cost them everything. Gonna be a force fire response here from the CT side. So every pistol round so far has been won by the T side. Just a point of information. Aggression going to be coming through. That HE Crane is going to do a huge amount of damage, but the flashes at these spawn points, okay. Man, oh man, that flashbang from Era was absolutely massive. Huge double kill coming through. I mean, it could have got dicey off the back of that HE grenade. You think the two players holding down range, they're probably able to finish off a, at least maybe a 2-for-1 trade. But in the end, it is actually just going to be another round in the end for Gamer Legion. Pretty easy at that. There are many Eternal Fire players all just going to take their forced up weapons into the next round. Okay, so Eternal Fire have had a sort of a mixed bag of results on Mirage. While they've played it 5 times and only won it once, it's important to keep in mind that they have had some close results on the map. I mean, a lot of their losses read 16-14, 16-11, 16-11, 16-12. So it's not like they've had any blowout losses on Mirage. It's actually their CT side that they tend to struggle on the most, based on what I can see from their statistics, where they win majority of their rounds on the T side. So hopefully, for their sake, they've been able to brush up on their CT side, because Gamer Legion have a strong T side on this map. Obviously, their map pick, it just plays into their strengths with the individuals that they've got, and it really works for their system as well. Pinnacle betting odds well heavily in favor of Eternal Fire, considering the fact that they're ahead 1-0 in the series right now. And remember, this is do or die. Win the series, you're through to the main event next week. Lose the series, you're out of the Pinnacle Fall series altogether. Also get an extra $2,000 US if you win this series, by the way. So yeah, quite a few layers to this one. Lots up for grabs, and the loser just goes home completely empty-handed. So that's pretty rough. Is going to be Woxic, who actually is able to open up the round. Zero takes a bit of chip damage as well. I don't think that this is going to be too difficult for Gamer Legion to convert, or is it? That's a kill that's also been picked up here. Oh my god, Calyx, how much more can you do? It's actually just going to be further follow-up damage, but Xantares will finish that initial damage dealt by Calyx. Isaac able to get a kill back, and the bomb plant actually, he's going to take so much damage to the fire here. He's also going to be forced back into the corner. They'll know exactly where he is. Era brought down to 23. And they know where Isaac is as well. He's looking to try and reposition himself. Woxic with this scout connects on another. Oh my god, it's falling apart here for Gamer Legion. Woxic's even going to finish it off. How on earth does he hit that shot? He wasn't even looking in that direction, even though he even got jumped on. Isaac started firing the shots first, but Woxic still responds. He gets 3 in the round. So much impact from the Turkish sniper in that one with the scout. And what a way for Eternal Fire to get on the board, folks. They picked themselves up one of the easiest in terms of how it ended up playing out. Should never have been that easy, though. Gamer Legion just, yeah, getting picked limb from limb as they tried to make their way forward. We'll have enough cash to full buy coming into the next, but Eternal Fire, they've gotten one on the board earlier than they would have expected, considering they lost the pistol and the follow-up force. Early numbers towards mid here from the T side. The question is how much they're going to be following this up with. How aggressive do they get from here? It's going to be Woxic who actually takes 0 down first. AWP in play this time. The upgrade from the sniper, which he got so much work done in the previous round, Rusty. Somehow actually able to come out on top of that fight with more. But Calyx will find the trade at least, just to restore the numerical advantage of Eternal Fire off the back of that. Isaac wants to try and get something done over towards B. He's got a bit of a lurk smoke almost to play around there on that B bomb site, and he will actually catch Xantaros completely off guard. Now, Issa on the site itself, he's got a really tough position to play from downrange. He does get the one, but Isaac right there to trade. Oh man, he's doing so much for his team, but Woxic, oh my word, he is in sublime form right now here on Mirage. Not missing a beat. Only Eam left remaining. He's going to have to give the audio cue away to drop down into the site as well, and Woxic has intelligently repositioned himself in towards market. At least Eam has the bomb to work with. My question is, how does he go about this one? Is he just going to try and commit to the plant, or does he want to try and catch Woxic off? No, just going to punch the digit straight in. Woxic looking to walk straight out, doesn't realize where. Oh, he does now. Because of the smoke drop by Eam, Woxic knows he has to be back in towards the van. Woxic just looking to try and keep him boxed in at this point. How does Eam approach this? Puts himself in an aggressive angle, looking to try and force the initial fight, but Woxic going to come around the corner. Eam spots the leg though, and he will actually be able to take down Woxic. And Calyx barely has any health to work with. Barely has any health, and Eam has also figured out his position because Calyx misses the shots. He's even got a molly to work with as well. Calyx doesn't have the HP to sustain this. It's looking like Eam has done enough, unless Calyx can find this kill. There's going to have to be a headshot. No. Eam wins out the 1 versus 2 clutch. Massive clutch there to get the round for his team. That breaks Eternal Fire's economy. And he saves an AWP. Huge round there coming through from Eam. I mean, he is mega on Mirage, by the way. Like, it's particular on the in particular on the CT side is where you'll see him having majority of his impact, especially towards connector. Very, very strong connector player. But he has a great performance in that round as well here on the T side. It's going to be a full investment coming through from Eternal Fire. Makes sense. They could afford the AWP. But there's still an MP9 in player from us as well. And oh my god, no, you got to feel so bad for Era. He unscopes as soon as Woxic just walks into his crosshair. And you just got to take a deep breath and put that one behind you if you're Era. At least Eam has been able to find the trade. Xantares gets contested towards Catwalk, and he's actually going to end up losing that gunfight. That's a really big gunfight there. IGL on IGL, and it's going to be the Swede who comes out on top. Now Gamer Legion needs to start shifting themselves into position. It's going to be a top connector smoke that comes through from A ramp. There are essentially 2 players towards the same bomb site, though, for Eternal Fire. It's Woxic and it's Calyx, and it's going to be a boost up in snipers, but Woxic was ready for it. He gets the pick. And now the attention is going to be solely focused onto the same bomb site for Gamer Legion. 1 through connector, 1 palace, 1 from ramp. But the support here, Issa's also gotten himself in play towards CT. It's looking like Eam is intent on clearing underneath palace, and he will go all the way. He takes Calyx down, and Issa's lost his life as well. That is a massive frag coming through from Zero. And it's only Woxic left remaining, and he should die here, and he will. Isaac in a good position to take him down 4-1. Gamer Legion getting off to a fantastic start here to their map pick. Great showing from them so far. Also based on the fact that they kind of choked out on Nuke, right? Like they were ahead 10-2. And the best position they were in on the T side was 12-10 ahead, but they weren't able to close it out. They eventually lost the map 16-13. So it seems as though they have put that behind them and they're refocused back on the situation here. And that's important. It does look like the East has gone for the hero Nova. Interestingly enough, he actually had $2,400. It's not like he was like in double save territory. And they're going to get 2,900 if they lose this round. So he actually could have comfortably full bought in the next round if he had saved here. As is the case with everybody else. So I'd be quite surprised if we saw Eternal Fire go for the full force here. Based on the fact that they can afford a gun round in the next. Including the AWP. So yeah, and maybe Issa just getting a bit ahead of himself there. Well, there goes the chance to buy the AWP. Woxic decides he wants the scouts in this round instead. Can't really fault them out, I guess. In that second round or the third round when he gets so much damage done with that scout he's being at the moment. And he actually does miss a chance to find a kill there. Even could have been the first frag in the round, and in fact, there we go. Woxic will lose his life. More. Well, he says it's just a coincidence I was next to you, boss. But I'm going to take your scout now. As he should. Gamer Legion just taking their time here, but they've got a really good read on the situation. As two players make their way through apartments, and it's going to be a cat split coming through onto the B-bomb site. Not one person on the side of the map right now for Eternal Fire. They went for the gamble stack over towards A. Completely understandable. My god, Emor straight through the smoke connects onto shots onto air. Unfortunately, it's going to be in vain. But still cool to see nonetheless. Okay, so I mean, what do Eternal Fire even do heading into the next round? Because Woxic's going to have 3,900. East is going to have 2,900. I mean, he's not even going to have enough for the A1S, assuming that he's got it equipped. Going to be $50 short here, even though he's got armor. So, I mean, it's not a great look for Eternal Fire heading into that next round, is it? Unless they go for an eco once again, but that almost just feels redundant because if they're just full ecoed, yeah, they never would have had to sort of make this decision. So I think a bit of an oversight from them to invest as much as they did coming into this round, to be honest. All 5 players going to stay alive for Gamer Legion as well. A really healthy boost to their economy. You can see now they've been able to afford themselves that full buffer. Lose a round, win the round immediately afterwards. No trouble whatsoever. Okay, so they do indeed opt for another eco here, but obviously with this time they've got more than enough cash in the bank to afford some upgraded pistols. They've also got armor and a couple players as well, and Issa is going to reassume the exact same position that he took up in the previous round. Didn't even get to fire a single shot from his Nova, and Zantara is going to fire the first shot of the round. Does take 0 down. And actually he's been able to retrieve the A1S as well. Issa off the back of that, going to be trying to make a play towards A ramp. And while he does land a shot, he does lose his life. So back into a 4 versus 4 we go. Jumping up into snipers, and he does actually take a gunfight there with Calyx as well. Comes out on top of that one. So even though Gamer Legion do lose the first pick in the round, they've sort of been able to pick themselves up and dust themselves off. Now they're heading towards the B-bomb site. 4 remaining players, all in apartments. Emor here with the scout. Could find himself a kill if he hits the shot into Era, and it didn't even matter because he connects on the headshot. So regardless of Era's HP, he was being taken down there. Emor's going to find a follow-up tag here as well. Doing the most with the scout weapon. No, he doesn't expect him to be coming through from the jail window, so he's going to end up losing his life. Isaac, he will take Woxic down as well. And, it's just unfortunate. Was looking like there might actually be a chance in the round here for the Turkish squad, but they're not able to really make anything happen in the end. Some 6 shots, couple kills. That's all it's going to be. I mean, listen, 2 kills in your eco round, you consider that a success on the. You would consider that as a success on the CT side. And Zantara is also going to be able to save an A1S here as well. So at least that's something to be positive about. Even if you take the kit and the HE grenade, there we go. That's attention to detail, Mr. Zantara is. Problem is, he might actually get pushed here from CT, you know. Does he hear the footsteps from Isaac? Oh my god. Isaac, he actually does look like Zantara's might have heard him. I'm not sure. Tucking himself in, he's still going to end up being taken down. Okay, so nothing shall be saved in the end. In fact, it's Isaac who could have picked up the HE potentially anyway. That's just a... yeah, doesn't really make a difference at the end of the day. What does make a difference is that our fantastic partners Pinnacle are running a promotion at the moment where if you use the sign up code FULL21 over at the link teb.gg/welcome, you can get yourself in on the promotion they're on at the moment. You bet 10 euros, you get 10 euros back. Eternal Fire, they need to promote themselves on the CT side because it is looking dire. Double AWP setup going to be coming into play here. Gamer Legion have shifted into gear and they have looked phenomenal so far on their T side, but it's going to be Woxic to find the opening pick on the round. Eam was trying to get across aggressively towards top mid, but pays the ultimate price. Era, though, not going to be giving up the position as a result. In fact, he continues to try and honor his teammate. He wants to see if he can find the trade. Not far off from being in the right position, but nobody offered themselves up just yet. It's actually looking like Era wants to consider continuing to force the issue. See, the thing is as the smoke is faded, he becomes far more exposed. And he's actually going to look to make his way back here, slightly further towards top mid, but he has got support in lowers. Gamer Legion just got one player apartments, one player palace, and two in middle, and well, minus the player in apartments, as Emo has taken Isaac down. So it's a much better start to the round here for Eternal Fire compared to what they've had in the past few. Double peek comes through towards top connector. Era should lose his life out to the ladder room player here, no two ways about it. And actually, he gets the information. And Zero, he could... Oh, no. Era needed to try and stay alive there because Zero coming through from Palace would have been able to capitalize on that. But Calyx, I mean, amazing game sense there and game awareness to make sure that he checks the top of the ladder with Zero coming through. Unless Zero might have been spotted there from the connector player. Either way, Eternal Fire finally able to win a round back here on the CT side. They also keep numbers alive. So if they lose a round, well, they'll be able to still buy back in the next. As for Gamer Legion, full investment does come back into the equation, but they don't really have enough to substantiate a buy if they lose here. So, yeah, an important round for them. If they want to continue this dominant run, that is. Run boost does come through, and it actually doesn't look like Woxic spotted him above the smoke there. Eam going to be looking to peer above the smoke again. Holding an angle right now. My god, he's pre-firing, and Woxic, oh yeah, maybe just using the traces there, rattles a shot back through the smoke, and he does take Eam down. So Eam having a pretty tough time of it in the past couple rounds here on the T side towards middle. Not as much success as he had at the start of the map. Going to be a boost up here, but Xantares, he's kind of got the read on this. Rusty is actually able to get up, though. And it's normally the issue is trying to get the angle in the first place, because you have to jump up, and at that point, you're vulnerable to the CT if he is holding that angle. But Xantares definitely would have heard the player dropping off there. Now Gamer Legion finally starting to shift themselves in position with only 30 seconds left on the clock. They got a pretty tough job ahead of them, especially with Woxic in position. And actually, he will be able to find the first pick, and he's got the information on the follow-up as well. It's a flawless defense coming through from Eternal Fire. Their CT side starting to come to life here. And I did say earlier on, it's their CT side, which tends to cost them the most on Mirage. So, looking good now that they're able to actually fight back with a couple of these rounds going in their favor. Not only that, but they've been keeping numbers alive as well. And, oh, more actually likely to be alive, just going to be collecting a leg shot there. Get the information as to where Era's whereabouts. That's going to be a 6-3 scoreline. So, guys, if you're watching this game right now and you think you can do better than the pros, well, then find out by joining the Beat the Pro competition. Download the 3D aim from the Steam store, play the flick assessment, and post a screenshot on social media with the hashtag 3D aim trader along with your nickname. And if you place in the top 3 within that flick assessment, then you will win a share of 500 euros worth of Razor gear. So if you think you're good, well, then go win some cool stuff. Gamer Legion, well, they've looked good, but the problem is if they lose this round, it's 6-4, no money in the bank becomes 5-4, and Eternal Fire, then they all of a sudden probably pretty happy with the position they find themselves in, especially considering they were down 6-1 at one point. I mean, I reckon if they could find 6 rounds here on their CT side, they'd probably feel pretty good about things, right? I mean, obviously it's widely regarded as a CT-sided map, you know, maybe more slightly than some of the others, but it's still... you know, considering they've got such a strong T side, I think 6 is probably the bare minimum for them to be competitive. There's going to be some aggression in towards a ramp here for Eternal Fire, getting some information, but at the same time, Gamer Legion are making their way through connectors, and Tara is the first point of contention. Will get a kill, but he's been traded out. Gamer Legion know that there could be players towards a ramp, and Woxic in such a strong position right now. He's got his back covered by his teammate. He's going to be able to find one and a second onto Isaac as well, stopping Gamer Legion in their tracks. Great work coming through from him. And it's looking like Game Legion don't really have anything else going for them in the round, even though they're on the A-bomb site. They don't have the bomb, and well, Eternal Fire have a lot of control right now as well. Only Error left remaining. He's missed an opportunity to get a kill, and now his position's been compromised as well. So again, he's going to have to... won't even be able to save the AWP. Won't even be able to save the AWP. Six to 4. Should become 6-5, based on the fact that Game Legion have to take an eco, and all that immense momentum that they had has actually just completely has actually kind of just fallen to the wayside, right? Now they have to take an eco, should be 5-6, like I said. Looks like they're going to try and play aggressively in towards the B bomb side. They're just holding W the entire way through. No, they will start to walk their way forward. Xantara is coming through lowers. Is anybody watching this right now? Is anybody watching this? It is Arrow who's holding the smoke. He's going to spot them first. Oh my god, Xantara, he just ends up playing aim trainer. He finds 3 headshots, and it's going to be IM or Eam who was standing in the back there, or maybe it was Arrow. Either way, he saw him coming, but he couldn't really respond in time because he had a grenade in his hand. And Xantara had already dealt a devastating blow before he could do anything about it. Oh my god, it's only Eam left remaining. 1v4. The eco round has not worked out at all, and they had such a massive plan. There was so much util being lined up there. They invested quite a bit into the round because they got that max round loss bonus behind them, so they could afford, like, you know, some Kevlar, the util as well, along with upgraded pistols. But they don't even get to show anything in the round because Xantara just shuts them down. Eam now trying to do some more damage with this A1S. This A1S has seen a lot of action in this round. 4 kills come from his clutches. Eam is going to pop flash himself through the smoke, and actually he's going to be able to take him more down as well. What on earth? He's actually got a free path on towards the B-bomb site here, and he's going to drop a smoke. He's baiting Calyx forward. There's a smoke here. They can just walk straight into each other, but Calyx, he's paused for a brief moment. Man, Calyx's brain is massive. Really great awareness there from him not to force the issue. I think he got some info from Woxic that there was no info on that B-bomb site, so he just pauses for a brief moment. And look at the money here for Gamer Legion. They're actually in a pretty poor economic situation. Only Eam with more than enough cash to full buy and get util. Outside of that, it's going to be dicey. Pinnacle betting odds 1.31 here for Eternal Fire, so starting to shift back heavily into their favor as they actually show potential to win the map and close the series out 2-0. Need I remind you guys, it's their T side where they generally look better than, generally look better on a map like Mirage. Their T side has shown more proficiency in the recent past. So the fact that they're actually fighting on the CT side the way that they are is a really good sign. And in fact, they've got an incredible opportunity right now, because if they can win this next round, they will break Gamer Legion's economy, and it's not going to be the most difficult round either. 3 Galils in play here. Had to try and they had to drop the AK so that they could afford some extra util coming into this round. But the opportunity that presents itself is Eternal Fire win the 6-6, no money. They can actually get the lead on their CT side, and actually looks like Game Legion is going to be going back to the bread and butter A execute. I think this is a good option when things aren't really working out on the T side of Mirage. I think this is a really good option. Woxic, he's going to be finding the first one to Eam. Easy as. And he drops the molly to ensure that there's no follow-up. So already one of the facets of this Gamer Legion execute has been eliminated. And now the util is going to be raining in. The execute gaining some traction. Woxic going to be forced out of the bomb site here by the CT smoke. Going to dunk an HE grenade towards Rap. That's going to do so much damage. Oh, he's also apt to try and get aggressive here. He wants to help Calyx out right now. He's underneath the balcony, and Calyx swings out a perfect moment. He finds himself 2 kills, 0. Actually able to activate coming through from Palace himself, and Isaac getting a couple of kills between the two of them, trying to keep this round interesting. Woxic isolates on the side. Isaac's found another. The shot there from Woxic. Emo's picked up 1, which means 0 to clutch, but Woxic won't give him a second opportunity. He has got 18 kills here on the CT side of Mirage right now. Woxic is absolutely beast moding here, and Gamer Legion do not have an answer. 18 frags for Woxic. Are you kidding me? He's pulling the Xantares of Nuke. I mean, he's got 8 kills on Calyx, 8 on Xantares, so he's more than double on anybody else in his team. Issa with only 3 and 4 for Emo, so they're struggling individually, but what matters is the score at the top of the screen, and it's 6-all right now. Eternal Fire, they were down 6-1, but they've been able to fight back to level up the scoreline, and now they've secured themselves an anti-eco. Emo got the fast boost as well in towards apartments. So this should be Eternal Fire getting themselves the lead. Gamer Legion, well, no surprise that they're watching lowers this time, guys. They're not just standing with their util out. At least they learn from their mistakes, right? And we will see that full exit this time. Let's see how it would have played out for Gamer Legion on the previous occasion. It's going to be Emo who finds the first frag, but the player blinded up. Issa can't get anything done. Means it's all on Emo's shoulders now with the AWP on the bomb side. He doesn't even know where to try and play right now. Being pushed from a variety of angles. He will at least get another kill before he goes down. How on earth does Xantares win that gunfight out? Calyx will trade out 0. And Eternal Fire, man, looking so hot right now on the CT side. What an impressive display this has been from them. I thought they were going to be crumbling at 6-1 down, but that has been absolutely not the case. They have won 6 rounds of their own, gotten themselves the lead, and they're looking really strong right now. And we know that they're passionate players. They're momentum based. When they're feeling it, they can be really tough to stop. When Woxic is feeling it, he's arguably one of the most difficult orbers to stop in World Counter-Strike. I'm not sure if that was the plan there, Mr. Emo. Probably wanted to land the catch jump, but he'll say nah, wanted to play from lowers. Problem is he can't really get support from behind because of this deep connector smoke. And Torres, here's the player jumping, and he will actually get completely blinded up. How does he finally kill Woxic even on Emo? Oh my god. Emo gonna look to try and get in on the action as well, coming through from lowers. He's found a pick. I can't believe this. That's insane scenes we're witnessing. Eternal Fire have the Midas touch. Everything that they touch turns to gold. It's only Isaac left remaining. I don't think he's going to be able to change the outcome of this round. Surely this is going to be another one for the Eternal Fire team. I mean, just taking the fight to the T side at this point. Xantares is just straight blind through the smoke, gets a kill. Woxic finds another to keep his captain alive. Then we see more coming from lowers, gets a frag as well. Woxic even gets a second, so he's up to 21 frags now. And he could even finish off the round as well. Isaac will collect the bomb as he makes his way back with the timing. Oh, wow. Woxic actually misses a key shot there. Opportunity to close out the round goes a-begging. And Isaac, well, let's see what the youngster can do with this opportunity that's been presented to him. It is the man who's been doing all the damage, who's on the angle right now. Isaac going to be stepping straight in, and Woxic puts him to his death. A 20-second kill for him here, and we are not even done with the half, ladies and gentlemen. More than double anybody on his team right now. The Pinnacle betting odds heavily shifting into Eternal Fire's favor off the back of their run here in this first half. 7 consecutive rounds as they go up 8-6 into the last round of the half we go, and it is a mixed buy coming through for the T side, obviously investing everything that they've got. Okay, guys. Well, if you've been watching this game and you've been enjoying the cast, I'd really appreciate it if you check me out on Twitter. If you type !caster in chat, my link will come up. And yeah, if you hit me up with the follow, I would really, really appreciate that. Lots of Turkish fans here. Maybe you guys could do me a solid. Anyway, Woxic, he's not slowing down for anybody or anything. Gets himself one pick and runs open up. He finds 0 towards Palace as well. He's just making this look way too easy right now. He might not even be done here, Absolutely not. He's just not missing a beat. 25 kills and 6 deaths for Woxic. And is he fittingly going to be finishing off the round here as well? Maybe straight through the smoke. I think he saw Isaac there, looking to try and find the kill. And he absolutely will. It's a quad kill for Woxic. The beast unchained cannot be stopped. And he just comes to life in the most magnificent way here for Eternal Fire. 26 kills in the half. Nobody else on double digits, or nobody on double digits on the side of Gamer Legion as well, at least. 9 kills for Era. The only other player on double digits on the entire server is Xantares with 11 frags. Woxic is smurfing. He's just smurfing right now. Does he have somewhere to be? Is there like a big Turkish football match coming up or something? I don't even know if he watches football. Does he have a hot date? What's going on? Because Woxic is just he's just ruling this game with an iron fist right now. Love to see it. Love to see Woxic in this form. Counter-Strike is just so good with Woxic playing at this level. Okay, Gamer Legion, it's pretty much, okay, maybe not a must-win pistol round, but a really important pistol round, especially considering the prowess of Eternal Fire on this T side. Issa going to be coming through from Palace. I think he might have spotted out the gun barrel there of Isaac. He wants to step on him. He will get the kill. Xantares finds another onto 0. Era. Oh my god, even though he's got the crosshair placed towards Palace, he just gets destroyed by Issa, who had a very quiet performance on the CT side, but absolutely activates from the word go on the T side. Big double kill from him. That's a 2 versus 4. Rusty and Eam. There is a kit towards CT. Maybe a world in which they can make this one happen. Rusty's position, he's having to take a fighter towards mid. He's been removed. Oh my god, Emo's taking Eam as well. Gamer Legions just get decimated in the pistol round. As Eternal Fire, they get themselves the pistol and make it 10-6. Xantares does take down the rampaging 0 towards Palace. The force buy from Gamer Legion not gotten off to the start that they would have hoped for. Eam also taking a chunk of damage. And it looks like Eternal Fire as well. They're not going to be slowing down for anybody or anything. Eam at least does get a kill before he ends up going down. Arrow just hoping for a time shot through the smoke. Rusty wants to force the issue, but he's lost his life as well. Nothing working out yet for Gamer Legion in this force buy round. No, man, oh man. Even the error will fall. All 4 players, or at least 4 of the 5, stay alive for Eternal Fire. And that's in an anti-force buy round. So keeping as many players alive as they do is a massive success. And now the Pinnacle betting odds are going to start to snowball out of control. 1.05 for Eternal Fire. 10.78. There we go. Even further after the previous round was won by Eternal Fire. My god. Okay. Gonna have to be an eco here for the majority Swedish squad. So that should mean 12-6. Only a couple P250s and a Desert Eagle. And they're just going to be stacking themselves up in snipers, but the smoke is going to be there. And Xantares, oh man. Just smooth as butter. Just silky smooth. Woxic, well, looking to find his 30th kill of the map here. He actually won't be able to. He just charged headfirst into a crossfire, so going to be delayed ever so slightly, but it won't be affecting the outcome of the round whatsoever. (12-6). Can you believe Gamer Legion were ahead 6-1, guys? They were ahead 6-1. Meaning that they have lost 10 consecutive rounds, about to be 11. What a resounding turnaround from Eternal Fire here on Mirage. And they're just looking so goddamn hot right now. Woxic, Xantares, Issa, just all looking really good. In particular, those 3. Obviously, Calyx and Emo have had their moments here in the series as well, but what I'm saying is how are Gamer Legion even going to be dealing with these players with AKs when they've got such, they're looking so strong with their aim right now. Just going to have Issa swinging out of Palace, Xantares swinging out of A-Ramp. The Xantares peak is a thing for a reason, guys. Okay, Gamer Legion, well, this is the gun round that you need to win if you're going to be keeping yourselves alive in the series, and with that, alive in the Pinnacle Fall series as well, because remember, this is the match that determines which of these 2 teams will take the last spot into the main event next week, and which of these 2 teams will be eliminated in the regionals. The regional Swiss stage, to be precise. Era too far away from Ramp to be blinded up by that flashbang. Will find the opening pick in the round onto Woxic. Key opening frag found for Gamer Legion as well. Molly smoke combo in towards connector, and Emore's actually got a great read there. He doesn't connect. It's actually Error through the smoke who will be able to. Rusty could get caught off guard on the timing here as well. He will. And Xantares with the slight adjustment to the spray, they're actually going to be able to find that frag. Okay. So this kind of sets things in motion for a B split to come into effect here, but Isaac does drop a well-placed molly. In fact, isn't well-placed. It looks like Calix has been able to get past, but Xantares towards Catwalk has lost his life. And Calix, what? He does hit the headshot. Are you kidding me? Eam should be able to deny the plant and nobody to cover him, and he finds Issa as well. Round over. Emore, who took so much damage in the earlier stage of the round, has got just like almost an impossible situation on his hands. As he steps out, he should fall to Eam, and he does. Big triple kill coming through from the Romanian star, and it's 12-7. Gamer Legion win that all-important round. Finally able to break the streak. 11 consecutive rounds won by Eternal Fire in that streak. 11. Okay, Eternal Fire going to be fully investing coming into this next round. Fair enough, you got the rounds to play with. AWP in hands of Woxic as well. That's, you know, if you can afford the AWP and armor on Woxic, then if you're not going for the buy, what are you even doing with your life? And he will actually be stepping out the flashes. This time blind the player towards CT, but it's still going to be Era who continues to plague Woxic. He's definitely got the better of him in the past couple rounds. Hasn't been the theme throughout the map, but certainly the case in the past few. Emore does actually catch Emo off guard. How on earth has he been able to find that? And Era with the no-scope finds a really important kill there. He will even catch Issa off guard as well. Era going absolutely beast mode in this round here for his team. Not done either. It's going to be a quad kill for the man to get an 8 for Gamer Legion. So they actually start to fight back here, breathe some life back into the game. The Pinnacle betting odds going to sort of be coming back down to earth off the back of these couple rounds being won. Okay, so 12-8. And there has to be a full eco here for Eternal Fire. $2,400 round loss bonus. Means they'll be able to buy up in the next, but Gamer Legion should reduce the deficit to just 3 here. Eam should be able to find a couple early frags here without too much issue. Issa, you don't have a gun. Issa, you do not have a pistol. What is going on with Issa? Oh, Xantares, he did actually spot the head of Eam there, and he probably wants to try and force this fight. What is going on with Issa right now? How does he only have a knife? There are Glocks in spawn. They have to be. I mean, we got what, 2 upgraded pistols here, so there has to be a Glock there for him, and he will end up retrieving one. And now we're just going to see Eternal Fire grouping up in apartments, I guess, and bursting in towards the B-bomb site. Not a bad option, all things considered. They did show some presence in Palace, so it's not like Gamer Legion will be concerned about like a full 5-man burst into the B-bomb site, but that's exactly what it's going to be right now. Fresh smoke going to be dropped here by Isaacs. They're going to have to go through this smoke. There's no util, which is a bit unfortunate for Eternal Fire. No flashbang yet to try and blind this player. They're just all going to be charging forward, but they have to try and come through a narrow choke point, which means they actually end up lining up for Isaac. Hey, the A4 gets the ace there, by the way. Extra 5 bullets there would have made the difference, but doesn't really affect the outcome of the round at all. 12-9 is the scoreline. And it is indeed going to be enough cash in the bank for Eternal Fire to buy it. Just Antares is going to have to drop down to the Galil and armor. Feels like this is the big gun round, right? Because this is the gun round that determines whether Eternal Fire do keep themselves in a really commanding position here on the map, or if actually we're going to be seeing Gamer Legion if this is like a legit comeback or not. Is it a fake comeback or is it a legit comeback? This is almost the round for me that's going to be the test. You win this, it's 12-10, 12-11 thereafter. Era with an aggressive position in towards mid right now. Does get flashback initially. Might be able to do something about the run boost that could be coming through here. Did he spot them on the boost? Or he didn't. Antares, he's not able to find the shots accurately enough either. Does look like Eternal Fire have won the arm wrestle for middle though, at least initially. I did talk Eam up in the first half about his connector play. But let's see how effective he will be end up being. Very heavy lean towards the A side of the map here for Gamer Legion. You got 3 players, you know, almost hard commits. 1 in Palace, 2 on the site itself, and then you got Eam who's sort of bobbing and weaving between connector and snipers. So yeah, quite a heavy lean towards this half of the map in general. Where do Eternal Fire end up going is the big question right now. Looks like they're taking the bomb towards Catwalk. They've still got 2 smokes and a molly. And actually, it's going to be Eam who peeks out as the smoke starts to fade. He didn't see the numbers that were towards Catwalk, though, so maybe a bit of false information right now. Woxic lined it up, but Xantares does a huge job to get that kill. Now all the pressure is going to end up shifting. Big smoke drop there by the T player. Means Era has to fire a shot through the smoke, and he nearly ends up connecting. Rusty only going to be good for the 1 kill. Rotation has come through from Isaac with the AWP, and he can catch the bomb carrier on the cross. There we go. Woxic has been dropped, and this is a big problem right now. How did they end up retrieving the bomb? Isaac, he's got it under lock and chain. And now it all falls onto Calyx. Really big round coming through from Isaac here. And the crossfire set up by the Yorpers. No way for Calyx to win this round. Will end up falling. The Yorps finding 3 of the 5 frags in that round. And Eternal Fire starting to run into a bit of a brick wall on this T side. I mean, that round was actually a really good position that they found themselves in. They just couldn't deal with Isaac on the cross. Almost feels like if they get across in that 3v3, they probably win that round. Now they're going to have to eco again. So Gamer Legion, they are showing fight here right now. Okay, Eternal Fire with enough cash to sort of invest into the util to make the A exit happen. The question is, how aggressive are Gamer Legion going to be? Oh my god, they've actually pushed through the smokes. Emo, he's gone all the way through as well. He's going to be hurt here though, and he actually does get shut down on his rampage. No frags coming through at all for Eternal Fire. It's only Woxic left remaining, and at this point, he's just looking to inflict a bit of extra economic damage. It's only going to be the 1 kill. Could have, there's a world in which, like, Emo actually just, like, finds a crazy, kill charging through that smoke, maybe a double, but Gamer Legion, they weren't sitting back and waiting there. They were proactive on the defense. And now, I mean, they've won 5 consecutive rounds on their CT side, just 1 round away from leveling up the scoreline. Are we going to be going the distance? Are we going to be heading to Overpass in the series to see who's closing it out and booking themselves at spots in the main event? Man, oh man. What do Eternal Fire do from here is the big question, guys. Where are they going to end up heading? What is their fallback response? Because they've been losing a number of consecutive rounds, and Isaac with the AWP going to be finding Calyx. Great way for them to start off this round. And Era with his AWP has found Woxic as well, man. Like, these AWPs are just doing so much work right now for the CT side. Xantares, he does actually find the timing, just charging straight up Catwalk, and actually Era's been taken down as well. The only problem is that they can't find a clear pathway on towards this B bomb site. Isaac just catches him more, and Eve will catch Issa as well. Eternal Fire constantly getting in these half-decent positions, but not able to convert them into round wins. Now Xantares has to clutch. Player from top middle should take him down, and he does. 12-12. Scores are level. Gamer Legion have fought back here in a big way on the CT side, man. Eternal Fire finally going to use a timeout, and we can use this time to share some love and let you guys know about the fantastic promotion here from 3D Aim Trainer. If you download the 3D Aim Trainer from the Steam store and you play the Flick assessment, post your results, post a screenshot of your results on social media with the hashtag 3D Animator, or rather, 3D Aim Trainer with your nickname. And if you place in the top 3, you'll win a share of 500 euros worth of Razer gaming gear. So great opportunity, a great initiative there, courtesy of our partners, 3D Aim Trainer. But looking at the way the game stands right now, guys, there's no money in the bank here for Eternal Fire to go for a full buy. So this is actually for the lead now for Gamer Legion. This is for the lead. What a big opportunity presents itself. And what do Eternal Fire do? I mean, with the round loss bonus, they've been able to afford a hefty amount of util. And it looks like they're actually just going to be trying to get themselves in towards the B-bomb side. It's only Emor here right now who's going to be pushing all the way up to the wall. This has become the stock standard way to sort of breach the B-bomb site. Get up to the half wall. and then allow for the utils to come through, and then you essentially just charge your way forward, and who's better than him all with the Tech 9 to get that job done? Oh my god, literally in mid-air, he takes Rusty down. Isaac will find the trade though. It's kind of stopped the Turkish team cold in their tracks, but Eastern does catch Arrow off guard. That's an AWP now in play. They've also found Isaac towards Broken Wall, but Isaac's just been so massive in these past few. Eam will find a kill. Man advantage in play here, but Isaac just can't be rooted. Somehow he's been able to find another. He even takes Woxic down as well. Surely he doesn't finish the round off. It's on Easter to clutch, and he actually just saw Zero coming out of the window, but Zero steps back into the angle. He catches Easter off. And Eternal Fire, even though it gets so goddamn incredibly close, aren't going to be able to win the round. It's 13-12. It's Gamer Legion who get themselves ahead. Now just 3 rounds away from closing this map out. What a momentum-based game this has been. It was 6-1 at one stage in favor of Gamer Legion. It then went all the way to 12-6. 11 consecutive rounds won by Eternal Fire. Now it's Gamer Legion who are on a run of their own. They have won 7 consecutive rounds. Can either of these teams be stopped once they get momentum? My god, Eternal Fire, well, they have to stop it right here, right now. Otherwise, they're staring down the barrel of a round loss. I mean, a map loss, rather. And that means we'll be going all the way into Overpass to separate these two teams. Isaac going to be finding... Oh, no, this time he doesn't find Calyx. Oh, my god. What a wide swing that is from Calyx. That's going to be setting these emotions, try and get in towards the safe bomb side. Isaac, what you got here on the angle doesn't go clear, but he has been blinded up. Will anybody be checking this? Eam, oh my word. Holding such a dangerous position right now. Calyx, if he just turns around for any reason at all, he will be able to get a kill. And there we go. Eam has to find the frag. Finally, he will actually double down. What? How does he get a third? How does Eam find a third? That is criminal. And Era's going to finish the round off as well. Eternal Fire are faltering as Gamer Legion soar on their CT side. Pinnacle betting odds come all the way back to earth. They ballooned to 11-1 at one stage in favor of Eternal Fire. Now just 1.6 to 2.3, almost what they were at the start of the series. What an immense fight back this has been from Eternal Fire, genuinely. Rather from Gamer Legion, excuse me, obviously. I mean, 14-12, they were down 12-6. Now they can see the finish line. They can see Overpass. It's just over the hill. It's right there. Let's see if they're going to be able to reach it. I mean, Eternal Fire got a big decision to make now. Do they go for the force buy? It actually looks like it's going to be the half buy. And then playing for overtime thereafter, which is actually the call I would agree with. You know, when Game Legion were in the same position on Nuke, they actually opted to force in the situation, and I don't think the force didn't work out. Aggression in towards apartments here. There's actually 3 players towards the B bomb side. Isaac steps out, and he just puts a couple players to death. Isaac has just come to life on the CT side. Zero coming through from low is going to be finishing off as well. This half buy is not even going to be finding a single kill here. Zero and Isaac find all 5 frags between the two of them. How many kills does Isaac have at this point? He's got 23. 22 for Eam as well. They have been mega. Absolutely mega. Woxic has dropped off a cliff as well. I mean, he had, 29 kills coming into the second half, guys. Or 26 at least. So he's only found maybe 6 kills in the entirety of the T side. But not like his teammates have been fragging like mad either. It's been tough for Eternal Fire, who now have to win 3 consecutive rounds just to take this to overtime. Otherwise, we're going to be taking this to Overpass. Woxic spots Zero out close. And actually, without armor, can't really force that fight because of the aim punch. Kind of just slows him down. And it is going to be Xantares who at least does find that trade onto Era. Zero actually takes quite a chunk of damage underneath Palace. Even towards Connector. How on earth has he been able to turn that into a multi-kill? Oh my god, he's even still alive with barely any health. In fact, he's even gotten another kill onto Xantares. Eam just having these hero rounds. And he could even finish it off. No, he actually traded for the... I think he pulled his pistol out there for a brief moment. And now it's only Easter left remaining. He's going to fall. Yeah, Isaac welcomes him with open arms. 16-12 Gamer Legion. They close off the second map. What a mega comeback. They win 10 consecutive rounds to close it out 16-12. And to close out the series, we're going to need Overpass. But before that, we're going to need a break.
all have them. We all hate them. Unnecessary defeats. I'm talking about the defeats where you know you're better. You know you're winning. Until I should have been more focused. No. Scratch all the excuses and focus on the next game. And this time, awaken the GOAT in you. Oh my God, he's got all four!
Spray switch. One has 6.
Okay, I just have to shoot it, I guess. Oh. I don't have high enough sense for this. Can I spray it? I feel like that's cheating. Oh, one more. I move so fast. It's like playing versus CIS teams, they're always rushing. So it's good practice.
I always think I'm so used to watching CS. Players don't typically move like this. But I guess it gets you prepared for everything, right? Is that
All right, everybody, here we go. Final map, final match, and final day of the Pinnacle Fall Series Regional Swiss stage. We have 8 spots available in the main event next week. 7 of those spots have already been populated. There is but 1 spot left remaining, and there are 2 teams, Eternal Fire and Game Legion, the 2 teams vying for that final spot in that main event next week. And there is only 1 map left remaining between them. We started off this journey what feels like a lifetime ago on Eternal Fire's map pick of Nuke. They went down 10-2 at one stage, but were able to win the map eventually 16-13. Then we went into Mirage. Funny enough, Game Legion were hit 6-1, and they found themselves behind 12-6. Then they went on to win the map 16-12. So then they also made a comeback of their own. So we've just had comebacks on comebacks. Both the teams won each of their own map picks, which means we now transition into Overpass, the decider, to see which of these 2 teams will be competing alongside this event next week and which of them will be watching from the sidelines. Pistol round about to kick off. We've got Gamer Legion on the CT side. What will they be buying outside of the armor is the big question. Any kit, any util? No. Armor for him as well. Armor across the board is the order of the day. On the side of Eternal Fire, much the same, besides Calyx. He's got the pack mule going at the moment. Smoke Flash, P250 in play. And it is going to be a setup towards the B-bomb site here for Eternal Fire. As for Game Legion, they got numbers in lowers, but they haven't wasted any time. They're not stepping up passively. In fact, they're going to be coming back out the door, and they do catch Xantaras off. Eternal Fire, as a result, will just be making their way straight through on towards the B-bomb site. There's going to be numbers on short to contest with 3 players to be precise. So actually could go either way right now, and it's gone the way of More. He finds himself More, and More as Isaac does some damage with a quick double kill. He can even finish the round off right here, right now. He runs out of ammo, but it doesn't matter. Issa will still get peeked from short. Loses his life, and it's going to be Gamer Legion actually open up first. Great work, man. Great work coming through in the end. Okay. I mean, what a crazy pistol on Gamer Legion, setting up towards lowers with numbers, and after they get no information, there's no presence there from the T side, they just swing out towards water. Xantaras gets overwhelmed. Eternal Fire with the correct response, just charges through Monster in towards the B-bomb site, but even though he more finds a quick double kill, Isaac with that double kill really just sways things into his team's favor. Going to be a full force coming through from Eternal Fire as a result, but Gamer Legion, getting up to the start they would like here on Overpass. Overpass is a map that both these teams enjoy playing, by the way. Quite a lot for both of them. So what that means is this is going to be a hotly contested affair between these 2 teams. It's not like we've got a situation, as was the case on Mirage, where Eternal Fire have been a bit lackluster lately. Gamer Legion have struggled on Nuke as well. This is a map where both teams should be feeling really comfortable. So let's see how it's going to end up playing out. Right now, it's a 1-for-1 trade. Not a bad result for Eternal Fire on the Force buy. There's still Eam to be dealt with here towards Party, and actually he's going to need Era to come through and support him, but Era, well, the Orb betrays him. Now it's all on Eam's shoulders. And he's being circumvented and he forces the fight, and actually does a really good job there to find a 3rd kill in the round. Man, oh man, I mean, he goes way above and beyond his Call of Duty. Oh, wow, wait, this is... I wonder if Zero's been heard out here. I wonder if he more heard Zero. If he didn't, that could be disastrous. It seems like he has. Yeah, look at Xantaras. He definitely did. Zero pushed through very aggressively there. Made a lot of noise. And Emor is going to be clearing out the angle, catching Zero with his back turned for sure. And there we go. Emor will finish off that frag. And Isaac on the opposite side of the map is now going to have to rotate into the 1 versus 2. Super tough ask for him here, based on the situation in front of him. Oh, he's been spotted out as well. That's unfortunate. Almost was able to get the jump there, but the timing doesn't work out in his favor. We'll actually drop the molly. That's going to be making life really difficult for the T players. And Xantaras will go down, but Emor right there to ensure the round still goes in Eternal Fire's favor. The Force buy proves to be successful. Must say, I'm not really a fan. I think it was Rusty who was playing towards lowers as the CT. I don't think it's a great option to play solo lowers when you're in an anti-force buy. I think it's actually probably safer and a better choice to just forego the control from the start of the round. Don't really need to contest lowers in a round like this, or that, should I say. But yeah, it happened. Eternal Fire doing a really good job in that force buy. I mean, also Zero with a bit of a blunder there, giving away those audio cues. still in the 2v2, it was salvageable for Gamer Legion, but after Imora and Zantares knew of his position, he basically was rendered useless. And now it's going to be aggression coming through from Gamer Legion, actually just pushing forward there. They catch Imora with the nade up, but I mean, good job by Imora to find a frag before he goes down. Should have gone down without finding anything, actually. 4v4 ensues. Now Isaac still holding this forward position here as well. Has been left alone by his teammates. He's actually going to be dropping another fairly aggressive smoke, but does give up a bit of control here. And in fact, he doesn't want to completely give it up. Still wants to try and use the smoke. Doesn't actually look like Eternal Fire are too set on forcing the issue here, but they know they've got time to play with, so they don't really need to make any commitments just yet. So let's see where they are going to be ending up. Still towards the B-bomb site they go. There is one extra player here. It's Rusty, who's playing towards Graffiti with the Desert Eagle. But this is going to be tough for the CT side. At the back of a flashbang, Isaac wants to get some information. He does actually find the kill, and he's able to keep himself alive. Of course, Eternal Fire do know where he is, but another flash comes through. Oh, it's a perfect interplay between these players over at the B-bomb site. Oh, Isaac, he's going to be certainly thanking his teammate for those flashes, and I am going to be finishing it off as well. 2-1 Gamer Legion, winning the force buy after losing the previous round to a force buy. Just keeps things very interesting here, in the balance, as it were. I'm sure we'll see another force back from the T side here as well. And that is going to be the case indeed. Once you see the IGL go for the force, you know everybody's going to be following suit. But that means that Gamer Legion are going to be keeping pressure onto Eternal Fire here in the early stages of this third map. Just as Eagles in play this time for Eternal Fire, so not nearly as much to work with on the force buy than what they had in the second round of the map. Obviously, because they lost the pistol, but got the bomb plant, they were able to afford quite a lot in that second round. Now it's just Desert Eagles and armor, and while they are potent, it's still going to be challenging. More though, somehow he's been able to find a complete gap in the defense towards B, and he's lurked his way all the way through. That should lose his life to Isaac, and he does. So at least he won't be able to inflict any further trouble. Isaac might be in some trouble, and actually trades A1S. As Issa says, how does your A1S have so much ammo? Mine does not. But little does he know there are actually two in play. And there's two in play towards this B-bomb site for Eternal Fire as well. And there's a couple of kills that end up coming through. Isaac with the big round there, triple kill from him. He's picked up here on Overpass where he left off on Mirage. If you think you can do better than Maka, who's in the top 0.8%, so good luck with that. But maybe you back yourself. We'll find out and join the Beat the Pro competition. Download 3D Aim from the Steam store, play the flick assessment, and post a screenshot of your results with the hashtag 3D Aim Trainer and your nickname on social media, and you could win a share of 500 euros worth of Razer gaming gear if you place in the top 3. So yeah, good luck, have fun. Who's having the fun here at the moment is the big question. It's still early days on Overpass, so we don't want to make any drastic inferences. Nice start for Gamer Legion though, stringing a couple rounds together. They have broken the T-side economy, and could be lots of damage done here. Era could find himself a multi-kill, would love to with that MP9, building up the funds to afford that AWP heading into the next gun round. And he has done exactly that, a clean triple kill coming through from him. That's going to be a healthy $1,800 going into his bank account. You do a lot of things with $1,800, guys. But this is where things start to get interesting. Look at the Pinnacle betting odds. My God, they've just been on a roller coaster throughout the series, haven't they? 1.43 now in Gamer Legion's favor, 2.74 for Eternal Fire, and they'll continue to go in that direction if the CTs win this gun round right here, right now. Era actually going to opt to keep his MP9. I don't mind this decision because you look at the team's economy across the board, they will be able to comfortably afford a buy if they lose this round. So I actually don't mind this call coming through from him. Eternal Fire, they're the ones who have got the pressure on them right now, and it's actually going to be Isaac who finds the kill anymore. What on earth is that? Just straight through the smoke. Really fortunate, and Isaac, well, nearly catches a couple AK bullets through the smoke as well. Lots of damage is being traded back and forth right now, but it's Gamer Legion who've got the man advantage in play, and looking at the util here for Eternal Fire, it is light. Not lit, light. One flash, or two flashes rather, a smoke and a molly. Going to be tough to conjure up and execute with what they have at their disposal. but not impossible. And especially not if Woxic can get some work done with this AWP before they actually have to commit. Eam is holding a forward position right now towards bathroom. He's got support on that A site as well. And actually, I believe that now Woxic has spotted out that player on the A-bomb site. Fresh smoke dropped by Eam does sort of slow things down here. Is there going to be a flash for him? Yeah, absolutely. He pushes through the smoke, but none of the players are actually blind because they were walking back. And they hear the flash and then turn around and say, what's going on here? And that's a big kill to find. Isaac, at least he could pick up an AK. He wants to try and drop that MP9 as far away as he can so that they don't hear it. And now they're going to be coming back up towards us. A bomb site error. How on earth has he found two? Even a third as he taps Woxic down as well. The Turkish sniper destroyed. It means it's only Issa left remaining. And while he does land a really nice shot there, there's just no time to work with. Doesn't even have the bomb on his back. What a round coming through from Gamer Legion. My God. I mean, Error, you are just insane. He finds 3. It felt like it was an eternity for Eternal Fire to start responding back there with some shots, but insane scenes. And actually, I don't really know if there was anyone behind Error on that A-bomb site. Like, if he goes down there, it feels like Eternal Fire probably have free passage onto that A site. So, he is mega in that situation. 5-1. We need to see that again. Look at this. Yeah, great double kill spray down, and then he just preemptively starts pre-firing. And he taps Woxic down, who does have an AWP coming into this next round, obviously saved from Issa in the previous. But it is an eco for the most part, yeah, for Eternal Fire. They do have a little bit of util at least. A couple smokes, a couple flashes. Gonna try and get the job done in towards this B-bomb site, but we have seen Gamer Legion look pretty strong in these situations so far. Isaac and Zero, they've been great throughout this entire series so far. And both of these players find themselves on the side of the map right now. Calyx looking to line up a flash that's going to be popping in towards Monster. But the thing is, Zero playing such a far forward position right now, I think this flash probably goes too deep. And that's by design for Zero. Now, obviously, he's giving Woxic an opportunity with the AWP, but he's been spotted towards short, so now that his position's been compromised, that element of surprise is not going to be there anymore. And Zero does start to make his way back as the smoke fades, obviously. He knows that he can't maintain that aggressive position. So at least by Eternal Fire just waiting, they have bled a lot of util on this B-bomb site, you know. And now they're going to be starting to show their hand. Util going to be raining in. Let's see how this actually ends up playing out. Isaac going to be up first to try and defend. Monster only going to be good for damage. Zero, he's been blinded up as well. Looking pretty good so far for Eternal Fire as they start to work their way in towards this B-bomb site. And actually, a bomb plant certainly a possibility here as well. Okay. So the Turkish team making this one interesting right now. Gamer Legion needs to start finding some frags back here to get this retake underway. And Error will be able to find that first. Can't find the follow-up immediately. And actually, it's going to be on Eam here with a big backstab coming through. He will just take Calyx down rather than trying to find anything further. And in fact, he will still be rewarded with the second kill. And Gamer Legion, even though it was looking a little bit dicey at one stage, will complete the retake and keep 4 players alive. So not too much to sweat about at the end of the day. The one player without a kit is the one player to stick with the fuse. Classic. Absolutely classic. Always have those games where you got the kit and even on the pistol round, right? You got the kit, and the guy without the kit is still going to stick the defuse. Why do I even buy this? Well, what you can get involved in is the promotion being run by Pinnacle at the moment. If you head to teb.gg/welcome, you use the sign-up code FULL21, you bet €10, you get €10 back. Full gun round here, Eternal Fire. Time for them to actually start turning things around. Need to come to life here. Otherwise, this is going to be a pretty devastating first half. That flash is going to go too deep. Error, he can't capitalize on it though, unfortunately. He will actually still get super aggressive. He's actually legged Xantares, the follow-up nade, not going to go deep enough. Xantares is lucky to be alive. Eternal Fire just taking their time in the round right now as they start to get themselves into the equation. And it is going to be first blood drawn here as well by Emor, as Zero gets taken down in Monster. And that's actually a really nice pick, because it's just kind of forced Game Legion to keep 3 players towards this B bomb site. And Eternal Fire off the back of that are shifting towards the opposite side of the map. And look at the forward position being taken up here by Eam towards long right now. There's no one to try and control A. In fact, Rusty is going to be rotating up. The question is, does Easter consider this forward position right now? Oh my god, absolutely. Not only does he consider it, he absolutely destroys Team as well. Rusty up next will be spotting Easter out, doing a significant amount of damage. He does swing out and get another kill as well, but it's still a 2v4. Big numbers advantage here for the T side. I don't even know if Era and Isaac want to go for this. It does look like they want to try and feel it out initially. But there should be no way that they're able to close this one out anymore. Will just step off of the site and destroy Isaac. So there we go. Round over. Era just going to secure his sniper for the next round. Oh, we're going to have to fight though. Not going to be easy. He's tagged him more. Oh my god, does he actually want to take this fight with the sniper? He's even being pushed from the B bomb site right now. Wow! Crazy reactions there from Era. All in vain, of course, as Easter just ends up charging him down. Listen, there was no way for Era to survive that. There were 2 players pushing from B, and he couldn't obviously go back up because the bomb was about to explode. 6-2, Eternal Fire do win that all-important gun round just to make sure that this game doesn't get too far out of control. They keep a couple players alive as well, which is going to be nice for their economy. Speaking about economy, CTs, more than enough cash to buy up here, but no further money in the bank thereafter. Nothing. A couple players have some change, but it certainly won't be enough to full buy. So is this going to be the moment where we start to see Eternal Fire coming alive? Or are they just going to be back to square one? Oh my god, Emor, he hears all these footsteps. Zero, you madman. I mean, it's one thing to sort of shift walk and make that play, like charge through after the flash comes. He's super forward now, at least we'll get a kill. But to just push through Monster the whole way through means he heard everything. Super risky play to make with one flashbang as well. Like maybe you want one in the smoke and one over the top or something like that. I mean, Zero is looking a bit frustrated towards Monster in these past few rounds. Antares, he could find the timing, but no, Rusty will actually get the kill. And that might take the attention away from the teammates coming through from long. There is another player here who needs to be dealt with as well from the T side, and Rusty, the IGL, will be able to get it done single-handedly. Doesn't even need his teammates on the bomb side. So even though Eternal Fire found the opening pick in the round, they've kind of lost their way from there. A couple players down now. Yes, they got time left on the clock, a bit of useful to work with as well. It looks like he more wants to just try and find the timing, but the only thing he's found is an A1S bullet to the brain. Now it's just Woxic left remaining. And I think he was spotted there on the jump peak coming through from the side player. Oh, him. Not something you want to do against Woxic, my friend. And he finds that out the hard way. Should be finished off here by Era, who's just patient. Oh, what? Woxic, you are just godlike, my friend. Insane. He's being double flanked here, though. One player coming through from lowers, and Woxic's going to be able to find him as well. 18 seconds left remaining. Isaac's towards long right now. Woxic's going to go back down lowers. Oh my god, he's got such a perfect position to play from. I don't think that Isaac was actually close enough to hear those footsteps. Woxic, how on earth have you been able to turn this into a winnable situation? 1 versus 4 turn 1v1 where he holds all the pieces. He holds the ace right now, as Isaac has no information as to where Woxic has positioned himself. Isaac has picked up a kit in the flash, but look at Woxic go, making his way towards short tunnel. He's going to be spotting the feet up, maybe, not sure. I think Isaac's heard some footsteps. He's trying to play the passive game, but no, Woxic's repositioned himself all the way in the bomb site. Oh man, Isaac's been baited in by the audio cues, and Woxic's going to be finishing it off so easily with the shot there. Oh my god, what on earth is that touch from Woxic? Some insane shots to finish that off, especially I think it was the second shot was the sickest. The player on the bomb site, Era, was holding that angle. He was holding the angle with his sniper. Woxic steps into it and destroys him. Crazy scenes that are playing out here. Timeout called by Gamer Legion afterwards, understandably so as well, just to compose themselves. But that shattered their economy. Woxic has single-handedly shattered Gamer Legion's economy. That with that 4 versus 1 Pinnacle replay, yes, please look at this shot onto Era. Walking into Era, it looked like Era might have feigned away. Then he gets that kill onto Rusty, and then it just becomes an easy breezy 1v1 at that point. Massive round from Woxic. Is going to be an eco in response from Gamer Legion, but that was 7-2. That was a 2v4 to go up 7-2. but they can't make it happen. Rusty does have an A1S, of course, a bit of extra cash coming into this round, and he has put that A1S to good use. Information found for Eternal Fires. They see numbers in towards water, and the response is to start to take some control towards the top side of the map. I'm going to be hearing a lot of footsteps right now as the players start to make their way down in towards lows. It's all about the timing. Alex is going to be steering Eam out here. Laban spray, but he eventually does get the kill. Error, he's just trying to flex right now and say, don't you dare come out that door. I'm here. I've got a lot of teammates here. Lots of teammates, lots of firepower. Promise I'm not here by myself. But he's just faking it out, man, because he's there all alone. And right now the numbers are towards Ace, so maybe there's a world in which Gamer Legion can make this round work. Rusty's going to have to go huge. Isaac's just taking so much damage while he's got nowhere to position himself. Really fantastic usage coming through here from Eternal Fire. Zero picks up the A1S, but he can't accomplish anything with the gun either. There's only Error left remaining. At this point, all you can really try and find is a bit of extra kills, a bit of extra economic damage, because winning the round, just not possible. Maybe even saving the AK is a good option in this situation. But 6-4, the imminent scoreline. Gamer Legion will be able to buy up in the next round, but can't discount that 1 versus 4 clutch from Woxic and the impact that's had on this map right now. And with that, the series. Okay, so Era will at least be able to save his AK-47. But, yeah, this is the turning point in the half kind of thing, right? Heading into this next gun round. This is the turn. They were ahead 6-1 on Mirage, by the way, were Gamer Legion. And that's where they started to lose rounds out as well. They were ahead 6-1 here on Overpass. I mean, it's just uncanny. But this is the gun round for me that really dictates where we're going to be heading for the rest of the half. Because if Eternal Fire win this at 6-5 with no money in the bank for the CT side, at that point, Eternal Fire actually going to be probably closing out the half in a favorable position. As for Gamer Legion, well, they're still in a solid position as things stand right now, up 6-4. But they need to start winning a couple gun rounds back here to really maintain that pressure onto the Turkish squad, who have been able to fight their ways into this decent position they find themselves right now. 4 rounds on the T side. Yeah, they'll be content with that in the first 10. Especially considering they were down 6-1 at one stage, right? And now they're going to try and get the job done in towards the B bomb site, just discreetly making their way up short right now, going for the contact approach. You got Xantares and Moore with the crossfire set up as they make their way forward, looking to take the contest. It will be Rusty who comes out on top. Zero going to swing out as well. And actually, Woxic has to try and be the man of the moment, and he will. And Calyx actually activates from Monster as well. The round got up to a decent start for Gamer Legion. They actually found the initial kills in their favor, but then Woxic and Calyx happen. They find 2 kills that go unanswered, which means the 4v3 in the Swedes' favor turns into a 2v3. Will be a kill that comes back for Eam, who's able to pounce before the smoke blooms towards heaven. And maybe that gives himself and Rusty a way to get back into this round. 2v2 retake. They have got a smoke and a kit to work with. Smoking towards short, not going to be affecting Eternal Fire. You got Issa on the pit, and you got Woxic playing from Monster Tunnel. And it's a really nice crossfire as well. And Issa on the narrowest of angles. Could barely see anything there from Eam. He'll be able to hit the headshot, and he finishes the round as well. 6-5. Oh, well, that's going to be a tough pill for Gamer Legion to swallow. As I said, they find the initial picks in the round to try and lock down the defense on the B bomb site. But there's a second wave, essentially, that comes through from Eternal Fire. And the roller coaster ride for these odds continues. 1.54 here for Eternal Fire. 2.39 for Gamer Legion. And so it's, yeah, it just continues to go back and forth. It's actually Eternal Fire have got a really good position now to level up the scoreline, 6-all. It's going to be a 1-for-1 exchange initially. CT is looking to try and bring some aggression to the table here. And surely with that information, it looks like Eternal Fire are not going to be asking any second questions, not going to be hesitating, second guessing themselves. They're just committing straight into the same bomb side of the back of a couple flashes and mollies. And they will be finding full control. No issue at all. Good response from Eternal Fire. You appreciate seeing those, immediate responses coming through from teams. And it will be an attempt at the retake here. Obviously, Gamer Legion know that they're going to be able to afford to buy in the next. They got a couple rifles to work with here. Era knows there's still a player on the sides as well. He's just trying to find the angle himself, and Calix standing it off. It's actually going to be Rusty who gets the kill. Who would have thought? The triple peek onto Issa takes him down, and now Woxic has to touch 1v3. Problem is there's no smoke here for the CTs. The actual miss to take these fights with Woxic. No kits either. Means it's really difficult, but Woxic is going to step out, and Era will hit the shot to take him down. Gamer Legion have won an eco round. Oh my god, I can't believe they make that one happen. Initially with the aggression in towards water, they trade 1-for-1. They get themselves the kill. It's a great response from Eternal Fire, and you can't really fault the decision-making process there as they head in towards that A bomb site, getting full control. They just lost it in the post plant. I mean, I think there was a botched smoke there towards the dumpster, which meant they couldn't actually get into any decent post plant positions. They're almost locked in on the bomb site, and the fights just go the way of the CTs. Big props to Gamer Legion for making that one happen. That just gives them a big reprieve in the half here, revitalizes their chances. As for Eternal Fire, well, look at what that's done to their economic situation. There's no cash in the bank. Nothing left remaining if they lose this round. Santara's going to be heard here by Eam as he charges forward. He's going to win the gunfight out as well. Eam all by himself there. Would have heard Xantares coming through the entire way, but he still can't win the gunfight. And Woxic, he's going to hear aeroscoping in. So it's looking like it's straight back to square one here for Gamer Legion after their heroics in the previous. They're just getting shut down emphatically here in the next. Woxic taking full control as he gets to the site, and Rusty's been spotted. Thank God he'll be able to get the kill. How much more can the Swedish captain find? Nothing is the answer as Emor takes him down. And it's Isaac and Zero left in the 2v4. Practically unwinnable. What a response from Eternal Fire. They don't let the tribulations of the previous round come back to haunt them and affect them in the next. Still stick to their guns. And again, great decision-making coming through, right? Like, Xantares and Woxic charging forward. They find those 2 kills between them, and they know that there's a very good chance that A bomb site is open, which actually it wasn't the entire truth, right? Rusty was there, but Woxic, he buys enough time for his teammates to get close enough. They get the trade, and the round just ends up being finished from there as well. Isaac and Zero can't do anything about it. 7-6, Eternal Fire. They come out firing in this round. And they reduce the deficit back to just 1. At least Gamer Legion should be able to buy in the next round, right? They still got a hefty round loss bonus behind them. Enough cash on both Rusty and Era to afford to buy. Zero can drop an A1S across to Eam. So they'll have a full complement of weapons. There could even be an AWP in play. Era's comfortably going to be able to afford that. So at least it doesn't shatter Gamer Legion economically, but it's not a nice round to lose at all. 7-6, and this round's for the half win really. Whoever wins this should go on to win the half based off the opposition's economic standing. So yeah, big opportunity. Gamer Legion have shown a tendency to try and get aggressive here in towards water, and that is going to be the case once again. But there's going to be numbers coming through from the T-side as well, and in fact, they almost catch Gamer Legion completely off guard. Era's still here. Is there a flashbang to come over the top? Is he just going to drop down potentially? Calix, he finds Isaac in towards Monster, and Era misses a shot. And that means he can't even capitalize on his position. In fact, he's going to go for a re-peek, and guess who's there ready and waiting? It's Woxic, who welcomes him with open arms. Eve and Rusty, the 2 players left remaining. And Rusty's going to lose that gunfight out with Issa. Round over. Eam left to his own devices. And in fact, yeah, probably just best case to save the A1S at this stage, friend. 7-all. What a fight back from Eternal Fire. They were down 6-1 on their T side. But they're now going to be leveling up the scoreline and giving themselves every chance of closing out this first half ahead. Anymore finishes it off. Not a single player falls for Eternal Fire. Yes, lots of damage done, but they all live to tell the tale. Look at the economic situation here for Gamer Legion. It is dire heading into the final round of this first half. Pinnacle betting odds now heavily favoring Eternal Fire. 1.4 to 2.85. Not completely like dead and buried odds, but certainly in Eternal Fire's favor at this point. Okay, so the question is, who's going to be finishing this half ahead? Surely it's going to be the Turkish squad, right? I mean, whoever would have guessed, considering they were behind 6-1 at one stage. Been a fantastic turnaround.
Calyx towards low is going to have to step up. Yeah, he does see Era, but the FAMAS actually comes out on top there. And Era eventually is able to pick up the AK, but he's going to be pushed upon here by Xantares and actually able to win that gunfight out as well. Era coming up huge here for his team in this round right now, a round which was looking bleak for Gamer Legion. He's actually given them a fighting chance. Strong performance coming through from the lad who's used to playing with the sniper, but getting the job done with initially the French rifle and now the Kalashnikov. And he's even going to be able to catch Woxic as well. Wow. Era's having such a massive round here for his team right now. He says, boys, you just sit back, don't worry, I've got this. He's even going to be able to take down more. Lots of 1v1s coming through from Eternal Fire, but Era has absolutely been up to the task. Huge round coming through from him. Just really good decision-making, the way that he takes each of those fights. Great crosshair placement, great awareness. That's an example of a player who's got a really good head on his shoulders, like a really good, great game sense type of thing. And actually, against the run of play, it's going to be Gamer Legion who finished the half ahead. So great work coming through from them, giving themselves a bit of a boost coming into the second half. I mean, they were up 6-1. So the fact that they do win the last round of the half at least just restores some of that confidence that was probably lost along the way. Run boost there to try and give them a bit of a quicker way in towards this B bomb site. I wonder how fast they go. 2 flashes, 2 smokes, and a Molotov for the T side to work with. They're just going to be crossing towards the safe side of Monster where you can't be spotted. And now they just basically wait. As for Eternal Fire, they did spot out towards Fountain at the start of the round. That molly towards Barrels is going to be completely breaking the setup. Eternal Fire had 2 players there going for the bait and switch. Now we actually see Gamer Legion closing the gap. This is where the Glocks can become so goddamn dangerous. It's going to be very tough for Eternal Fire to navigate this round. Oh, Issa actually able to get a kill and keep himself alive. Going to be running short on ammo, but Xantares has gotten in on the axe as well. Finding himself a double kill. It will be Issa to finish it off. And Eternal Fire have a phenomenal display in the CT side pistol. I thought that was going to be really tough for them. The Glocks getting up close with all 5 players alive, but actually, Eternal Fire able to thrive amongst the chaos. Okay, 8-all. Scores level once again. Guys, if you're watching the game and you've been enjoying the cast, well, my name is Hayes, CSGO caster from South Africa, and I'd really appreciate if you hit me up with the follow on Twitter. Type ! caster in chat, my link will come up. Would, be much appreciated. Right now, Gamer Legion, well, they would just appreciate a couple frags, right? I mean, it's only Glocks. It's only Glocks, guys. Ever seen a round 1 with just Glocks? I have, but it does not happen often at all. In fact, it happens incredibly infrequently. I mean, even a flashbang could make a difference. Increase your chances slightly, but just Glocks? Not too excited about that. Looks like they're just going to try and fake towards A and then hope that maybe there's a gap over at B that they can exploit. And Xantares, oh my god, actually on a swivel, able to turn 180 degrees. Only going to be good for the 1 kill though. And I mean, listen, any frags here, like I said earlier, is great for Gamer Legion. And Woxic's going to get hurt out as well. Then there's a scout, so I mean, he could get overwhelmed. The M4A4 in play here as well. Never mind. He's just... Oh, wow. Era actually will be able to get the kill. And he knows that Woxic's towards, or rather that Issa is towards the long side of bathrooms. And in the meantime, Gamer Legion have been able to get themselves through the B bomb, the B bomb sites, or into the B bomb site, should I say. I'm just so shocked at the way that this has ended up playing out. Bomb plant going to be coming through. Eternal Fire going to realize that it's not actually the A site where the plant is found. Era will be found. And the problem is that Rusty and Isaac only have Glocks. Oh, and they're going up against full armor, full health players. There's a kit on Issa as well. So really, it should still be Eternal Fire's round. But Gamer Legion will be very happy with the outcome of this round so far. Alex going to be clearing all the way. Good awareness from him there to take Rusty down. And now it's impossible for Isaac here from short with the Glock. He's literally going to need some sort of ridiculous miracle, but it's not going to happen. Okay, so calm restored to the situation. Everyone breathed a sigh of relief. Great result for Gamer Legion. 2 picks and a bomb plant in a round in which they invested $0. So yeah, that's going to be well received. Pinnacle betting odds coming back here now. 1.4 for Eternal Fire, 2.77 for Gamer Legion. So still favoring the Turkish team, but Yeah, not by much. Maybe maybe not as much as they will be if they can win this round. This gun round will certainly set things comfortably in their favor. You know, considering they're on the CT side, they'll build up the economic lead at that point as well. Eam going to be finding the opening pick. Really important. Big frag there for him as well. Woxic tries to respond, and while he does find some follow-up damage onto Rusty, he won't get the kill. Oh my god, what? Timor's body goes absolutely flying as he gets taken down. At least the kill comes back for Calix, but it is still the advantage in the round here for the T side. How do Gamer Legion navigate this situation is the big question. Going to be a couple players coming through towards long. Just trying to see if they can perhaps find another frag here, just to unlock the round. But look at this read from Eternal Fire, guys. 2 players in towards bathrooms who are seeing and hearing nothing. And they're going to be rotating Calix up as well. This is a big gamble from Eternal Fire, but it's absolutely the correct one. And Calix has gotten in position just in time here. Has no reason to doubt his position. Now, East has to go huge. He's going to be good for 1, and Calix gets cleared out as well. Oh, okay. I mean, Game Legion is going to say, what the hell? All 3 of the players were there, but they're able to connect on all their shots and find all the frags. So, won't be too upset with that situation in the end. Get across the line in that all-important round, and when you look at the economic situation here for Eternal Fire, it is dire. They're going to actually opt to go for the force buy. So Gamer Legion with a really nice opportunity to now get themselves the lead. Win this round, goes 10-9, and then there's no money, so that's almost like a guaranteed 11-9 scoreline at that point. Oh man, this game. Who on earth can predict where this one's going, which was absolutely how we sort of, expected things to go coming into this matchup. Both these 2 teams incredibly evenly matched, and both these teams desperate to reach that main event. This molly there from Eam that actually would have been forcing the player in Banana back, but doesn't matter because he's only got a USP. But yeah, I mean, when we started off this regional Swiss stage, everyone expected both Game Legion and Eternal Fire to reach the main event. So whoever gets eliminated between either of these teams is going to be bitterly disappointed. Eternal Fire, this time they've run for the gamble stack over towards the B-bomb site, which is again the correct read. We saw the gamble stack in the previous, didn't work out for them. Let's see if that's going to be the case here once again. Util starts to rein in for Gamer Legion, and they're going to be charging their way forward. Zero leads the charge up close. He will have to take a fight with him more. He finds the trade. How much more can he find is the question. Xantares with one as well, falling apart. So much damage done to Error. It's a 2v4. Only 20 seconds left remaining. Xantares, he's found another kill. It's only Error left remaining, and he has no choice but to save his AWP. It's going to be 10-9. It is going to be 10-9. Eternal Fire. What a way for them to win a round back. And just look over now. Look at their weapons. You wouldn't swear that they had just like a USP and a couple Desert Eagles coming into the round. They've got 4 AKs now, mates. Oh my god, that is huge. Gamer Legion are going to be kicking themselves, and that, kids, is why you don't execute in your anti-eco stash, anti-force buy rounds without any information. They just went straight into a stack. And even though they found the opening pick, it still all fell apart from there. Man, that is devastating. Gamer Legion had a chance to go up 11-9 if they won that round. Now they're down 10-9, and they're going to be fully investing here with the force buy of their own. But this could also spell disaster. It could be 12-9. If they lose this, it's going to be an anti-eco in the next for the Turkish team. And Woxic with some lightning quick reflexes will be able to take Rusty down. Man alive. It's even another kill for Emor as well. This force buy has not gotten off to the desired start whatsoever for Gamer Legion. Xantares with all the audio cues right now. We spots Era out grabbing the bomb. Eam is there and should be able to pick up the trade relatively easily, and he does, but still, the damage has already been inflicted. 2 versus 4. Emor will at least be able to get a kill back. Excuse me, it's Isaac who gets the kill on 2 Emor, and that just brings things back into contention here for the T side. I mean, it's AKs and armor. They got flashes and a molly as well. Isaac's going to be flashed forward here in towards this B bomb site by Era. Or it's actually Eam, excuse me, who's support there right now for him. Molly drops, so it's going to be a life tough for Isaac, and he will end up being taken down. Only Eam left remaining now in the 1v3. You know, the gas towards Monster as well. In space of the flashes that were thrown. Calyx will finish it off 11-9. Should become 12-9. Okay, so now for Gamer Legion, it's going to have to be the full eco. At least they've been able to afford a couple upgraded pistols, but there should be nothing standing in the way of Eternal Fire in the 12th round right here in the 21st. It would be devastating, actually, if they did lose this round, so... Doesn't look like that's going to be the case, though. Xantares, easy as, will be finding initial couple picks here to complement the first frag found by Issa as well. And that averts any chance of Gamer Legion making something happen in the round. At least Isaac does land a nice shot down to Issa. But this has got 12-9 written all over it, and there we go. Now it's written at the top of the screen as well. Massive gun round here for Gamer Legion. Loses gun round, what, it's going to be 14-9 then before they can afford to buy back. And I wonder if that would be considered by many as too far gone. Or perhaps they could still fight from there, but it certainly will be challenging, especially considering the momentum that Eternal Fire have got behind them right now. They were down 6-1, which means they've won 11 of the past 14 rounds. 11 of the past 14. So they definitely have the momentum behind them right now. Oh, Woxic has gotten towards lowers, but he doesn't realize someone's crossed. He is aware of the potential. It's just actually all about the timing right now. And actually, Isaac swings out. He will get the kill, but Issa right there for the trade. And that's why you blow the door open at the start from the CT side if you're going to be taking water control. But Zero, oh, he just sprays Issa down. He sprays Issa straight down. He's waiting for the monster push to come through, but Calyx actually will be able to hit the shots. Oh my god. Okay. I mean, this round's really heating up now. Xantares towards long is going to be the next player called upon. I wonder if they're aware of his position. Is there going to be a flashbang to clear this one out is the big question. Nothing so far. They are both clearing it deep, and actually Xantares won't be able to connect on the initial shot. So that means Rusty does take him down. The double peak, too much for him to deal with. And that's the man advantage now in play for Gamer Legion as they drastically slow things down. Oh man, Eam, what a sick shot coming through from Party. Well, it's a party over in the Gamer Legion camp in this round right now. Great kill there. It's only Calyx left remaining, and they're actually coming in his direction right now. No ways. Surely Calyx can't make anything happen. It's going to be Rusty to clear him, and actually, again, a missed shot there. So he can't find that initial kill quickly enough to stand a chance. 12-10. Big round one there by Gamer Legion just to keep themselves in contention here on Overpass and in the series and in the Pinnacle Fall series as well. That's going to be the boost up here for Era, but he's missed it again. That's the second time he's missed it this half. Oh man, okay. I mean, looking at this round, you can't actually stress enough how big this round is for both of these teams. I mean, Gamer Legion have got some round loss bonus behind them, so if they lose here, I think they're probably able to afford a bye. I think they got 2 counts behind them, so it's not like it's going to be a huge amount. They get 2,400, so it's going to be touch and go. As for Eternal Fire, they definitely won't be able to afford a bye in the next round. So, economically speaking, this is make or break for both of these teams. And Zio's just trying to find the timing play up towards short right now, looking to take contact. Pop up a player in heaven. What on earth? It's actually going to be more to find the kill. Trading damage also through the wood, but it will be the CTs who find the first pick in the round. Untraded as well. will. What Centaurus, dude? Are you kidding me? This guy is insane. He sprays 2 players down through the wood. Woxic should go down here, not before he finds a dink, however. So that leaves it in a 2v4. Rusty going to pick up the AWP because he's low on HP, hoping to just make his life a little bit more easier in this round. But the rotations are coming up thick and fast in towards the bomb site. 30 seconds left on the clock. Eam and Rusty to try and innovate a way to win the round here for Gamer Legion, but surely it's just not going to be happening. Eam going to be up first here, making his way forward, and he has to jump up on top of Optimus. Emor finishes off Rusty, and looking over towards the money for Gamer Legion. They're probably going to go for, I don't know, do they go for a buy here? Nah, I don't think they should. I don't think they should go for a buy here. That's my call. But a really big round for Eternal Fire. I mean, you can't... we didn't even see that from Xantares' perspective. Just a double kill spray down through the wood. Absolutely insane. I wonder if he jump spotted and saw them and then lined it up or what happened. But it's actually going to be a half buy that comes through from Gamer Legion. So yeah, I think this is a better option. Go for the full buy in the next. It's 14-10. The game's not too far gone at that point. You can't fight back. But what they would prefer more than that is to somehow win this round. And we're actually going to be seeing the nade stack in towards boost, are we? They've got 5 HE grenades. There is an occasional jump spot coming through right now, but the thing is that because Emor has made his way onto short, they're not actually contesting it as often, and there the first nade comes through. Nobody to receive. There's still 4 more left remaining here for Gamer Legion. And they're just really passively, patiently waiting at this point. Emor. Did he? Wait, what's going on? What is going on? They are just having all the fun right now. No, okay. Eventually, it's going to be Emor who gets the molly and the flash, and Calyx who gets to keep the smoke. Okay, I mean, that was a funny juggling act going on there. But Gamer Legion have just been taking their time, playing the situation, working their way forward. Nades finally going to be coming into effect here. Where do these nades go is the big question. Going to have to be an airstrike in towards barrels, it seems. So Calyx, yeah, will get taken down. Great innovation coming through from the T side. Now they start to charge their way forward in towards the T-bomb side. There are still numbers there for the CTs. The question is, who's going to be finding the frags? Oh, it's the Turkish players every day of the week. The Jordanian gets himself a few as well. And that is, yeah, absolute decimation. Great defense on the B-bomb site. Okay, man oh man. 14-10. We've now reached that point of do or die for Gamer Legion. Lose this round, and while they do have max round loss bonus behind them, without a bomb plant, it's not going to be enough to afford the full buy. They do go for the stack this time. Era does land the stack, and he's able to take all the time in the world to connect on that shot onto Calyx as well. Calyx just in the middle. It felt like he was there for centuries. And actually, Rusty will find Xantares as well. Xantares tries to force the issue. Because of the boost that comes through, he thinks maybe he can find some control. And it is only Rusty who's there, but Rusty's still actually able to find a big kill. I mean, if Rusty goes down, that's disastrous for Gamer Legion, because then all the info in the world is available for Eternal Fire. Rusty going to continue to try and get some work done in the round as he does swing out towards long, and he's caught East off guard. So this round is going phenomenally well here for Gamer Legion. This all-important round. Going to become 14-11. And at this point, Woxic and Emor probably just want to save their guns. Only no round loss bonus behind Eternal Fire at this point. So that means that they only get $1,400 when they lose. Woxic will hit that shot into Rusty. Nice and patient. Does end up paying off. Woxic, yeah, actually looking to have a crack at this one by the seams of things. He will find the kill onto Zero, and Emor's found Error as well. What on earth is going on? How is this 2v5 turned into a retakeable 2v2? Woxic's got a kit, he's got a couple flashes as well. It's Eam and Isaac who are tasked with getting this round across the line here. It was looking incredibly doable for Gamer Legion, but it's fallen apart here. Isaac, he's going to step out. He loses the fight with Emor. Oh my god, Emor has found IM as well. How on earth has it happened? It's a disaster for Gamer Legion. They had everything going for them, but the pieces just dissolved. They just dissolve. They dissolve to Emor and Woxic, who complete the 2v5 retake. They were on the wrong side of the map entirely. Too many peaks there, I think, from Gamer Legion taking the fights, and that could be game over. Yes, they find the plants. They'll have a full buy coming into the next, but it's 15-10, and this was the opening pick. They found the first pick. They found the second pick. Yeah, courtesy of Rusty. Rusty even finds the third. We're even seeing all the highlights because those are the highlights for Gamer Legion. And if you watch those highlights, you expect him to win the round from there. 5v2 ends up being won out by Eternal Fire, and with that, we could be at the beginning of the end. Calyx does find the first pick of the round towards the monster tunnel, taking 0 down. Xantar is going to swing out and take Isaac down as well. This could be happening right here, right now, guys. It's only 3 players left remaining for Gamer Legion. Make that 2. We just saw a 2 versus 5-1 for Eternal Fire, but my god, if we see it happening here for Gamer Legion as well, I will eat my hat. Oh, Xantares, he's just going to be welcoming Rusty. He catches him with open arms. He says, "Come to daddy." And it's only Eam left remaining, 1v5. My goodness gracious me, oh how this game has played out. What a series it's been between Eternal Fire and Gamer Legion. But it is going to be Gamer Legion who will be progressing through into the next stage of the event, as they are victors in the series 2-1. They beat Gamer Legion to Eternal Fire, and they stamped themselves that spot in the main event. Gamer Legion unfortunately falls short at the final hurdle. I mean, there was always going to be heartbreak for either one of these teams who ended up losing the series. And unfortunately, this time around, it's Gamer Legion. They lost the first map after they were in a good position on Nuke. They then came back to fight on their map pick Mirage, where they got across the line. They got off to a really strong start on Overpass as well, going up 6-1. The game sort of got away from them at that point, back and forth throughout the rest of the half. But they fell to the wayside on the T side, and that means Eternal Fire are the victors in the series and have gotten into that next stage, the main event next week, which is going to be phenomenal. Let's have a look at the table, and we can see a full summary of the way that things stand after this week's action, guys. We've had 5 days worth of action across 2 streams, huge amounts of Counter-Strike being played. To finally conclude the Swiss stage, Lingby Vikings, Galaxy Racer, Namiga, 1-1, Double AB, Team Unique, Esports Club Kiev, and Eternal Fire are the 8 teams that will progress through to the main event next week, where they will be joined by 12 invited teams to form the Pinnacle Fall Series main event 2, which is just going to be such an exciting competition, guys. So absolutely clear out your calendars next week and be sure to join us for all that phenomenal Counter-Strike. I've gotten a sneak peek of the invited list of teams that will be playing next week, and here are some phenomenal names on the list. So you're definitely going to be wanting to take part of all that action. So guys, for today, that is all that we have for you. Hope that you've enjoyed today and all the week's action as well from the team here at Pinnacle Fall Series. We will be catching you again next week for the main event. $68,000 up for grabs. It's going to be a humdinger. Make sure you join us. But until then, keep well, look after yourselves, all the love in the world, and we'll catch you then. Have a good weekend. Goodbye.
We all have them. We all hate them. Unnecessary defeats. I'm talking about the defeats where you know you're better. You know you're winning. Until I should have been more focused. No. Scratch all the excuses and focus on the next game. And this time, awaken the GOAT in you. Oh my god, he's got a four!
Practice since we have a lot of those cases in CS.
It's so hard to aim like on top of you. You're not used to it in CSGO. Aiming downside is better than aiming topside.
Don't really control it. This is bad with low sense again. Oh. Oh my god.